Hello, I'm Aidan.
And I'm Josh. Welcome to Undead Ramblings, where we talk all things Call of Duty Zombies amongst other games, movies, and other media.
This is episode 30 of our podcast. Last episode we did something a little different and discussed what it means to make a boss fight, whether it's good, bad, or memorable. So go and check that out if you haven't, as well as any other episode of the podcast available on the channel. Also, if you already haven't done so, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss another episode of the podcast. Your support to the channel means a huge deal, and we cannot thank you enough. 30 episodes in, Josh. What do you think about that?
I know, this really is a crazy thing to think about. It doesn't feel like we've been doing it that long. It's been like, a year, 2 years with it now, pretty much, nearly.
I reckon we're coming into the third anniversary for it.
Yeah, that really is crazy. I mean, I know, towards the start, we did miss a few here and there. But yeah, I did. Like I say, I really can't believe that it's been 30 of them so far.
I know. Had an absolute blast though, doing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been a hell of a lot of fun doing these.
I tell you what, we released. I'm just looking at it now. We released a pilot on the 24th of October, 2024.
Jesus.
So,
2024.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. We're approaching that two-year mark then.
Yeah, I was going to say, because we released the first one, well, not the pilot, but the first proper episode around the time Black Ops 6 had just come out, wasn't it? Because that's when we did Terminus and Liberty Falls. God sends out his prayers for any people who listen to those ones with headphones, because the audio quality on those is not great. Good grief, I didn't have it down. But it's a startup, so what can you do?
What can you do? You gotta go through the growing pains.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think nowadays it's sounding a hell of a lot better.
No, for real.
No.
Somewhat professional now.
Somewhat, yeah. You can't see me, but there's massive air quotes there.
Speaking of somewhat professional, any channel updates?
I don't know how to take that, honestly. But as far as soundtrack content goes, kind of. I haven't really decided how I'm going to handle that just yet. I am so far behind because we've had, obviously, I've forgotten the name of the previous map already.
Kawakaju?
No, I can remember that one, the one before it. The one that I've... what's it called again?
Oh god, Totenreich.
Totenreich, that's the one. Yeah, so I started that and I haven't finished that, and then Kawakujo came out and I was already behind by the time that came out, so I haven't even started any of those. So I'll probably pick up with Totenreich again and finish that and just go in chronological order. I'll probably see about starting after this, but as I've said to you, the renders for Black Ops 3 especially have been a lot more complicated than the previous ones, so they're demanding a lot more time, so I haven't had as much time to work on the soundtrack content as I used to. So I'm going to see about maybe getting that out on a lighter schedule than before, so maybe 3 uploads a week or something like that, instead of one every day like it used to be. But beyond that, no, not particularly. So we've also got you making your switch to PC now as well, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah. So that's a huge jump for me. So I'm making the big switch from Xbox to PC. Just because I don't like the direction that Microsoft and Sony's. That's why I wouldn't go PlayStation. But I don't like the direction that they're heading in with the whole non-physical media and. Just their practices, and I think Steam particularly is going to be the better digital marketplace to kind of their ecosystems better. So I'm effectively going to be starting gaming from scratch because I'm selling my Xbox. So it's going to be a bit of a while, but I'm going to be building up my game library back up on PC. But yeah, it's all built, it's up and running, and I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, it really is a crazy move. Like you say, like it was when I got PlayStation for the first time. I had to go through that as well, where you rebuild your catalog, and it is a daunting task. So I do feel for you. But like I say, I think. Oh, go on.
I was gonna say, like, at the very least, it's gonna be cheaper to do it though, because like Steam sales and like third-party sites, etc., etc.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you've picked a good time to build it as well, because obviously with prices for RAM and that going up, getting one in the bag now will certainly save you a lot of money down the line.
Yeah, and I've just seen that motherboards are set to rise in price as well. So I'm quite So I'm quite happy to have gotten my stuff when I did.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, it's definitely been a good call, I'd say. Especially, like I say, I'd feel the same way about Xbox and all that in general. It's not been looking too optimistic recently, unfortunately.
No, not at all.
And then when you account for like the prices for what the next gen consoles might be looking at, it's just like, just no, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad I've made the jump when I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only other thing I've got to say, like, I don't know where Josh has put it. I'm guessing he might have done it at the start of the episode, ? But I've also got a 3D printer recently and managed to print off a summoning key and paint that up. So that will either have already appeared and you got to see it, or it might appear at some point in the video. But that's going to be the first of hopefully many zombies memorabilia stuff that I get to print off.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do next. I'll probably put it on screen when we're talking about it here. I feel like that makes the most sense. But yeah, no, I think it honestly looks great, and I'm pretty sure most other people will as well. I was really blown away by it.
Thank you.
Especially assembling the whole thing from like the different molds, and like that to me is like it's like something eldritch. It's just I couldn't imagine looking at all these pieces and thinking, how do we glue these all together?
Honestly, it's a lot more simpler than you think. It was just two halves put together, and then the big rings, then the slightly smaller rings, and then the symbols.
That's fair, I suppose. It's just, when you look at it all like split up like that, it makes it look way more complicated than it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw on I think it was Reels, someone had printed off and painted up a full-sized ice staff.
Oh, really? Christ.
I
can't imagine how much material something like that would use.
Yeah, it's not a possibility, but like perhaps in the future.
You'd need like one of those, like, I don't know, NASA grade 3D printers.
Oh, for real, one that has like multiple like filament feeders as well for all of the different colours.
Oh yeah. No, it is crazy good though. Like I say, if I haven't like painted it all by hand and stuff, I honestly think it looks great.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right, shall we dive into today's episode topics?
Aye, let's do it.
Fantastic. Well, in this episode of Undead Ramblings, we are kicking off our Black Ops 3 arc of our zombies retrospectives, starting with the on-disc map Shadows of Evil. Topics for this episode will cover changes and updates to Black Ops 3 Zombies, development and map setting, our initial thoughts on the map, cast and story, features, Easter eggs, music, and then anything else we might have forgotten to mention. So, in other words, quite a chunk to get through.
Yeah. Hey, we've done it before, we can do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, and our first topic is kind of a must, but it kind of covers the mode going forward, basically.
Yeah.
Just you wait for Black Ops 4's one. I think we're going to have to make that its own dedicated episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, it's crazy how much they change in the span of, what was it, like 2 years between Black Ops 3 and 4?
3 years.
3 years. Oh yeah, 'cause Sledgehammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's dive into our first topic. So, changes and updates in Black Ops 3. So, as we've just mentioned, this will be Treyarch's first game in the 3 development dev cycle. So, Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, and Infinity Ward. So, when was that, like at the start of the Xbox One and like PlayStation 3 era?
Yes.
No, for PlayStation 4 era, sorry.
Yes, I believe so. I think, what was it? Was it Ghosts that was the game that turned over to the next generation, and then Advanced Warfare was like full on a proper next gen release?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because Advanced Warfare, sorry, was the first game in the 3 dev cycle, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. I remember being so unhappy at the time, because when Black Ops 2 finished, we were like, oh, we want to know what happens next, like, Origins and all that. And then it was like, oh, but Sledgehammer's coming into the mix, so Treyarch's entry's going to be pushed back 2 years. And I was like, oh! Everyone was like, Sledgehammer, go away, no, we don't want your game.
See, I kind of got the other side of that argument, in that, like, everyone's starting to think like that there might be a bit zombies fatigue and such. Doubly so after Exo Zombies came out, to be honest. But it, like, there was that argument that kind of it gave Treyarch more time to develop zombies.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, like, I saw kind of both sides. Like, people were wanting more Treyarch zombies and a bit worried that, like, we're not going to get, like, them for 3 years. But then also, there's that side that people were actually kind of saying, like, let them cook and see what they deliver. And let's be honest here, they cooked with Black Ops 3.
Oh, yeah, 100%. This is definitely one where I would say, believe the hype, as it were.
Yeah,
like,
for
Black Ops
real,
3 really is fantastic. Letting the cat out the bag a bit early on this one.
Look, there's a reason it's called the golden era of zombies.
Aye.
So, just gonna quick fire some of these changes. From Black Ops 3 onwards, characters would now have conversation quotes when standing near each other during round changes, which adds a bit of kind of flavour and character building. I like watching those from, like, time to time, watching those compilations of the conversations.
Oh yeah. To be honest, I've never thought to do that. I might have to check those out.
There you go. That's where you get most of your kind of story and character development.
True, yeah. I was going to say, I probably should have listened to them before we started this video, but oh well. It is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is. What can you do? So one of the big exciting things that and I have to kind of caveat that I don't give Exo Zombies a lot of credit for things because I think it's garbage. There is a couple of things I will give it credit for, and this was a fantastic quality of life change. Zombies now has a 3-hit system, which was introduced in Exo Zombies. I think it's more than 3 hits in modern Zombies, but for Black Ops 3 or Exo Zombies into Black Ops 3, we now have the 3-hit system, which, my god, does that not just improve gameplay?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if there's one thing I don't miss from early Zombies, it's just getting, instantly hit twice from behind and having your entire game over and having to start from scratch. Like, I particularly think of World at War when I think of this. You'd just be minding your own business one minute. You think you're cooped up in a corner. Something hits you from behind twice in rapid succession, and that's it. It's over. You have to start from scratch again. This in Black Ops 3, with its intense on-console loading time, would have been absolutely miserable. So I am so glad they changed it.
For real. I don't think the Black Ops 3 menus gets enough hate, to be honest. But that's the only one of the few criticisms I have of Black Ops 3. But I mean, like the three hit system, like we can kiss windmill zombies goodbye.
Well, kind of. They are still here. They can still triple tap you, but it's not quite as bad as it used to be.
I'm talking about those like ones that you have Vietnam flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
Like you can see them flailing their arms as they like walk up to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the 3-hit system is an absolute godsend and a welcome addition to the mode, especially as the mode modernizes.
Aye.
Unfortunately, while we got the 3-hit system, we had to say goodbye to the dive and hello to the slide. I mean, to be honest, I like the slide. Like characters like being able to slide about instead of dolphin diving. But I can see that this decision was a bit like Marmite for some people.
Yeah, I totally get why. I kind of like how they have it now, where it's like, if you jump backwards, you dive. But if you go forwards, it's a slide, like it does in Black Ops 6 and 7.
I was going to say, isn't it like, isn't it if you hold it down, like, rather than when you're, like, jumping and tapping?
Yes, you might be right, yeah. Yeah, totally forgot you
so, like, if you hold as
well.
Yeah. So like, I think if you're sprinting forward, if you just jump and press tap the crouch button, you slide rather than rather than diving. But if you hold it down, then you dive.
Right, that makes sense. So I probably let the cat out of the bag again here by saying that because it shows which one I use more, and it's not the dive. I've always massively preferred sliding. I feel like diving was more of a silly sort of stylistic thing you could do, but it didn't really have any purpose in game outside of PhD, at least for zombies. But then again, even in campaign, I couldn't think of where I'd be dolphin diving. I just wouldn't use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
It's cool. Like I say, it's got style points, but I don't think it has any real utility. I much prefer the slide, and especially in this game because it is broken. It is broken in this game
so much. It makes traversal so much quicker.
Yes.
Like to the point where you don't necessarily need stamina, but yeah. Like I mean, the maps are that big that you kind of want to be able to traverse quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think it's actually in this map we're covering today, actually, where you can cross the entire middle of the map by just sliding without ever having to walk. You can literally cross straight through an entire side of the map just using the slide function, which is crazy. It does get gimped later down the line, but oh well.
Yeah. Well, we know that Treyarch doesn't let us have too much of a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, a couple of other changes. So, we've got some changes to the inventory system. So, items, item carrying is now shared. Mind you, this was post-patch. Bear in mind, this is post-patch for Shadows, but in terms of overall inventory sharing is the standard from this map, which again, such a good change.
Yes.
I wish they had it for things like Mob of the Dead and such.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't want to dive into it too early, but on Shadows of Evil, it completely changed how the map was received. I wish they would do more quality of life changes like this for other maps in the future, but this was really the only time they went back and retroactively messed with things and made it a much more positive experience.
Absolutely, and for a map like this, it needed it.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that a bit more later. Other changes for the inventory system, so shields now have their own dedicated slot rather than taking up a. Wait,
Guess
no,
you
they
could
always
call
had
it
their own
like
dedicated slot, didn't they?
it had like a buildable slot, I suppose, that you could share with
Yeah.
other buildables.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they're their own thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can actually see the shield's health bar as well, can't you?
Yes, you can. Well, no, can you? Yes.
Yeah, it's that little like upside down triangle, isn't it? And it kind of gets less and less.
See, this was something that I didn't even know about, at least from what I remember, until you told me about it. I was like, oh yeah. Or was that Black Ops 2?
Yeah, so
oh god, I don't remember.
So in Black Ops 2, you actually needed to pull the shield out to see how damaged it was.
Yes.
But in Black Ops 3, the upside down triangle depletes the less health the shield has.
Right.
Which,
alright, fair enough.
For something that stays on your back, and I'm glad they kind of gave the shield a health bar in Black Ops 4 as well, like to be able to see the health bar of what's on your back so that you don't have to keep pulling it out is really useful for resource management.
Oh yeah, it's a great quality of life change. Certainly not one that I imagine many people were complaining about when it came out.
No, absolutely not. Just a couple of quick ones here. So we now have customizable weapons and camo grinds in Black Ops 3 in the kind of main menus, and we also have changes to the leveling system. So gone are the skull and crossbones. We now have a standardized XP leveling system for zombies going forward, as well as the customizable weapons and camo grinds.
Yeah.
Sometimes the execution of that in later iterations has not been my flavour per se.
Yeah. I would say I'm kind of torn on it because as much as I wouldn't even say I despise it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of Black Ops 2's system with the random variables dictating what your rank is. But I do feel like outside of glitches, obviously glitches ruin everything, but like outside of glitches, I feel like Black Ops 2's was more resemblant of how you played the game. Whereas Black Ops 3, if you have enough time and you are absolutely terrible at zombies, you could still get to level 1000 Master Prestige.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of sucks, but I suppose that multiplayer's had the same issue for years. So if it's fine there, I guess it's fine in zombies.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the leveling system's lost its kind of zombies brand, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think really this is probably the better version for especially for casual players as well.
Yeah.
And the customizable weapons, which is really nice. The only downside with Black Ops 3, obviously, with as maps went on and they introduced DLC weapons, you couldn't customize them. But being able to, this kind of early days of being able to customize your weapons and add attachments to them for the first time, like outside of game, is nice. It's nice. Change of life. I think they've gone, in terms of that, they've kind of gone a bit too far now. I'm not 100% a big fan of the loadout system.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. It's like we've talked about it a lot in our Black Ops 6 retrospective, where like the weapon grind and the camo grind has kind of replaced reasons for playing zombies. It's become all about grinding your weapons. That's why you keep coming back to it. But it's not like, even as someone who's like done quite a lot of them, I don't think it's a particularly fun experience, and especially with Black Ops 7 recently, it's not been holding my attention. It's just something that you just kind of do sometimes if you feel like it, but most of the time you don't.
I think so. Being able to customize your weapons and add attachments, I don't mind that. I can deal with a naked gun basically, like, and that, like, I don't mind having random weapons and things like that, from the mystery box or from wall weapons and such. I think my biggest gripe with modern zombies is the camo grinds, and that's what makes me dislike the loadout system even more. Is that like you kind of, I mean, this like the camo grind now, or in Black Ops 3. Sorry, you're still able to kind of it was tolerable because there wasn't a huge weapon pool.
Yeah.
So you could manage to get your weapon from the mystery box that you're working on, or the war weapon. I think Black Ops 4 was particularly guilty of like that. The camo grind system does not work for random weapons and war weapons.
Yes.
And
I would still say,
so
even despite like how tedious like Black Ops 6 and 7 have been, and Cold War, I suppose, in certain regards, Black Ops 4 for me is still by far the most egregious one. I do not enjoy doing the Black Ops 4 camo grind at all. It's just it's just not fun. Not fun to engage with at all.
Yeah, and I think the loadout system for camo grinds particularly, and to some extent adding attachments to weapons.
Yeah.
Is a kind of, I know they're kind of standardizing it across all of the modes, but for zombies, if I'm looking at zombies particularly, the loadout system seems a bit more of a band-aid solution to the weapon bloat in that is in zombies right now. I think a really good way of doing it could have been, like, particularly for Black Ops 4, especially being as they introduced it, was the way Blackout handled it, where you could pick up paint cans.
Oh yeah.
And maybe like when you're earning your liquid divinium or something, you like every like 5 rounds you get like a little icon pop up saying like paint can found or something. And that way you could like add camos to your guns without having to rely on
like the challenges.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Like that's kind of the problem with the camo challenge right now. Is like it's just get X amount of headshots.
Yeah,
like for every single gun.
They have tried to spice it up, but I feel like in more recent games, like especially in Black Ops 7, the solution has been just take the numbers that we had before that people didn't like and just bring them down. But they still don't really change anything. You still have to get X amount of headshots, which is like in zombies, like you could get the headshots with your eyes closed. It's not particularly challenging or exciting. It's just kind of blah, really.
And yeah, and like for all its faults with the mystery box, like I like the randomness. Like I find the loadout system is somewhat boring. Just being able to take the same gun in, day out.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned this because there's actually a mod on Black Ops 3 that someone made that basically lets you, every time you pull a gun from the box, you get totally random attachments every time you roll it. And I think that would have been a cool way to maybe like randomize it. So you get the same guns, but you get a different experience with them each time you pick them up. Obviously, it would probably
would have been cool.
Be a toggle thing, but I think it could be a cool feature in the more modern entries.
I mean, speaking of mods, like just kind of jumping back to me being on PC now, being as you also have it on Black Ops 3 on PC, we might be able to actually play custom zombies properly now.
Yeah.
And talk about and feature them. So stay tuned and keep your eyes peeled for that in the future.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day. I was like, once we've like closed the book on all the mainline like Triac entries and all that, and all the other various ones around it, it's probably there's not gonna be much to cover for zombies beyond that, because I don't see a future at the minute where we're gonna get the next one. So I think custom zombies is a good outlet for that, to keep it in the podcast without it being the primary focus.
Yeah, for real. Alright, let's move on because we've still got a lot to get through. So this is a big introduction. In Black Ops 3 we get the introduction of Gobblegums and later Newton's Cookbook. I think everyone and their mother at this point knows what Gobblegums are. They're like basically miniature perks that like temporary perks that give players a bit of a boost as the game goes on, and we'll talk about we'll probably be talking a lot about Gobblegums as we go, but I don't think we ever got a new version of Newton's Cookbook from beyond this game, did we?
No, I do remember we were promised one in Black Ops 4, but that kind of just disappeared under the carpet and they brushed that away like it didn't matter. Which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't played Black Ops 3, Newton's Cookbook is basically, if you're a Gobblegum hoarder like Josh, you are able to...
Hey!
Do you deny it?
No, not really.
If you've got excess amount of certain Gobblegums, you can grind them down and get something like a Perkaholic in exchange for so say you got you can change, I don't know, 5 insta-kill Gobblegums for a Perkaholic or something like that. So it's a really cool feature, and it is a shame they never brought that back.
I'm hoping it's on the books for the future, but I guess we'll see, because there are lots of Gobblegums even today that don't get a lot of use, so I'd like to see it make a comeback. It's definitely one of Black Ops 3's standout features.
Yeah, for real.
If there's one thing that I've never liked about Gobblegums, and I'm just going to put it here because it generally covers the whole topic of them, they are a little pay to win, and I don't like that.
Oh, for real. For real. And in this game particularly, they are obnoxiously broken to the point of
Yeah.
And I mean that in the most endearing way possible. You can just break a game of zombies with some of the overpowered Gobblegums that are introduced later down the line. I'm just gonna say I never go down in the Gold Crovey boss fight on solo anymore.
I know, just pack a near-death experience and you literally cannot die. You will just be revived over and over again endlessly until the match ends.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
They did kind of so Gobblegums would be the first iteration. We would then go see them change into elixirs in Black Ops 4, and then later down the line we've got Gobblegums introduced, but they got a bit neutered down from Black Ops 4 onwards, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And even in Infinite Warfare, when they had the Fate and Fortune cards, they also dialed them back quite substantially from their power factor in Black Ops 3, so there was clearly a problem. And I don't know, there's kind of an argument for just let you play the game the way you want to play it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I kind of get it. Because if they want the boss fights to be challenging, then not, like I say, if you can beat Nikolai without ever having to worry about bleeding out, then where's the fun in that, really? It's kind of just a cakewalk. Exactly. So I do get it to a degree.
So, yeah, exactly. I mean, so Gobblegums would be, I guess, the next progression from perks, really, wouldn't they?
Yeah, more or less. So that's why we barely get any new perks these days. I'm joking. It possibly does have something to do with it, unironically.
Well, we never really got any perks apart from one, which we'll talk about in Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Then, I don't know, well, Black Ops 4's perks, it's its own thing, but it kind of... It just felt like the Gobblegums and such were the next progression, but obviously Activision being Activision needed to monetize the mode somehow, so this was it.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm not really a big fan of, like I say, having these pay-to-win aspects in the game, but they're not terribly invasive. So far they're not anyway. Like I say, I think in more recent entries where they've made even whimsical Gobblegums something you have to grind for and make them a consumable item just blows. I really don't like that.
Thankfully, Black Ops 3 and 4, you had your free... Your free basics and whimsicals, obviously, and then upping rarity, you had your consumable gobblegums and such,
Yeah.
which you could in this game, and I remember this is kind of a problem for Black Ops 3 as a whole. You could earn in-game currency. In Zombies' case, it was liquid divinium, where you could basically slot machine it to get more gobblegums. You could pay 1, 2, or 3 liquid diviniums to get at least 3 gobblegums, but the higher you pay, the more chance you got to get some boosts to maybe get like 4 or 5 gobblegums instead.
Yeah, I remember two being like VATs being the optimal strategy, and hoping for the bonus one on the third.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's. And obviously, in true Activision form, you could, instead of grinding for liquid divinium, you could buy it for X amount of monies. We won't go into spending habits and telling people what they should and shouldn't do with their money, but it's not something that's ever rubbed us the right way.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. My mouth is sealed.
Look, I at least would be lying if I hadn't spent some money on liquid divinium, but
I don't think I ever have. Not off the top of my head, anyway.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't remember ever buying it.
No, you just spend your money on skins.
Hey, they got me eventually, but...
Alright, we'll probably be touching more on gobblegums later as we go through this this arc of Undead Ramblings, especially when we talk about some of the more broken ones, but we'll leave that there for now. We get the next step in double pack-a-punch weapons, introducing the new alternate ammo types. In this game, we get Thunderball, Blast Furnace, Fireworks, Turned, and Deadwire, which they would all come back in various forms as from this game onwards. But I think this was a definite welcome next step for Pack-a-Punch.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like you say, it's pretty much an overall positive. It basically, for those who, well, you've probably seen it by now, it's in all the modern entries. It's basically the effect of having your ammo, like, have a special effect after you shoot a certain amount of zombies. So, we've got, like, Fireworks in this one, which is it's a shame this one never came back. So, well, it's back now, technically.
Yeah.
But it's rubbish in Black Ops 7. But beyond that, Oh, go on.
Yeah. No. You finish.
No, I was just saying, like, in a few of the other ones, a lot of these types that we get, like Thunderwall, Blast Furnace, and that don't come back in some of the future ones, which I think is a shame.
It's that they do come back, but just with different names.
See, I'll never understand that. I don't know why they ended up changing the names. It's like, is it really that important?
I get it for like the non-Treyarch titles, but like Treyarch just is so inconsistent with some of their systems.
It really is.
Naming conventions.
It's like we've got Deadwire here. I think it's Black Ops 4. Is it Kilowatt? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I think, like, thinking about it, I think the only thing that's actually maintained its name throughout is Turned.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Wait. Was it not called Brain Rot?
Oh shit, yeah, no, you're right.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah. No, you're right.
Are any of them safe? Blast Furnace, I can't remember what that got swapped out for, but I know it did. I don't even think... Did Thunderwall come back?
I don't know.
Honestly, I can't... Thunderwall was already,
to be honest,
it
was shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't on anyone's favourite list, I'm pretty sure.
No. I mean, that segues me quite nicely here to asking you this question. What's your favourite of these 5?
Oh, Fireworks. No doubt.
Yeah.
It's just a visual treat as well as like being one of the most effective ammo types. I'm pretty sure it has no fall off, does it? It will clear an entire round forever if you can hold them all up into one spot. There's like literally no reason not to use it.
Mm-hmm. Fireworks kind of is the rebirth of the QED effect.
Yeah, that's true.
Where you get like the random ray gun or like China Lake or whatever. But this time it's like the actual weapon, so like random brekkie or something. Not random brekkie, but a brekkie that fires round or whatever. Fireworks is great. I'm quite fond of Deadwire just because I like the sound zombies make when they're getting fried.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
malicious much?
I know. Mm-hmm. I think this has to be one of the worst iterations of Turned that we have though, / Brain Rot.
Yes, I was gonna say I like it in the positive. Oh, in the positive. I like it in the modern games. It has a positive, like augments that go with it now, where you can make one of them act as a monkey bomb, which is really cool. So it's a lot better now, but back in Black Ops 3, it wasn't great.
Particularly, I mean, I don't mind it when I'm just like playing normally, but when I'm trying to do Easter eggs, it's the worst ammo type to have, because obviously the ammo types have a cooldown, but I never keep track of how long the cooldowns of them are.
Yeah.
And so I'm coming down to the last like few zombies, and I'm like, is this going to turn one of them, which will then kill the rest of the round, and meaning that it kind of halts the progression of the Easter egg.
Yeah.
I like in with modern. I can't remember if it's the same with Black Ops 4, but in modern versions of Turned, at least, I think it doesn't kill the last zombie, does it, or turn the last zombie?
I think that's just Black Ops 7. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But it's such a good change. It should be the standard in the future.
Exactly. It makes Easter egg runs so much more less stressful.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you can always bet that it's going to trigger on that last one. It does every time. You get like 3 final zombies, and you're like, oh, I'll just quickly, get rid of these ones. Yeah. Instantly turned. Every single time without fail. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had like a couple of games where I'm doing like the trials on Gorod Krovi.
Oh yeah.
And I'm obviously like they spawn in zombies as well, don't they?
Yes, they do, yeah.
And I've had a zombie turn, like one of those spawned in zombies turned and kill the round zombie, which then flipped the round, which meant that I failed that trial.
It's just so frustrating, it really is. Like you say, I'm so glad they made these changes later down the line.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if it's just me, but when I get turned on Black Ops 3 now, I immediately put it back in Pack-a-Punch. I don't even look at it. I just throw it away. I'm like, nope. I'll even take Thunder... Yep. Like, I would say Thunderwall is better. Just because at least it's less likely to kill the last zombie. Not by much.
Absolutely.
But slightly less likely.
Yeah. I totally agree. Alright, just coming into our last 2 here. So we now have dedicated challenges and calling cards for zombies. This is an absolute favourite of mine. I love this.
Yes.
I think I've said this before, but I think Cold War's version is my favourite, where they kind of updated this for each season, so we could keep getting new challenges and calling cards that we could complete.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think like something like this is a lot more less kind of brain deading than camo grinds, in my opinion. And it gives the mode so much more replayability, and the map so much more replayability.
Yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't even mind it if they just bundled like certain camos into these calling card challenges or something like that. Made them the reward as well as the calling card. That would be pretty cool. Instead of having these headshot challenges and whatnot. Like, I'd rather have less camos that are more fun to get than have like half a dozen camos that are just a complete slog to grind for.
Yeah, for real. I think like some of them are like I can't even remember what some of these challenges were, but like
Yeah, me neither, really. Another's one for prestige.
Yeah, like you get your prestige ones, and this is something that they added later on, wasn't it? Like you get your prestige calling cards, so like, and like your prestige level ones for this one. I think I got the Origins poster calling card. I think that's the latest one I had.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, I mean, this on top of achievements just made Black Ops 3 so much more fun to be able to go through and replay and just spend hours just kind of doing various things.
Yeah, absolutely. It also kind of sets the stage for Dark Ops, which we'll get in the future. I don't think they're in this. Are they in this game? They might be, actually.
They are in this game. It's only the Shadows of Evil and I think Revelations that has Dark Ops challenges.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I would say though, one downside to this aspect is that at least with the launch maps, we do not get an achievement for doing the Easter egg on Shadows of Evil here. We only get the calling card.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like if I remember correctly, they fix it down the line. I'm sure the other maps have achievements as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other maps all do have their own Easter egg achievements.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a black mark on this map for Shadows for not having one though.
Kind of, but also kind of not, because it's the last 4-player Easter egg. So
yeah,
it's hit and miss as to whether you're bothered about having an achievement for it or not.
Fair enough. And just lastly here, we've mentioned this already from like Buried, I guess, and Origins and Mob, like that Black Ops 3 would be fully under the creative direction of Jason Blundell and his team, who had taken over from Jimmy Zielinski, who left after Buried, basically. So we're getting that kind of quality and polish that Jason kind of set the standard for with Mob and Origins.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be pretty clear to anyone who hasn't seen Black Ops 3 based on like the footage and that there's a massive genre shift this time around, and it goes a bit crazy this season. And
yeah, absolutely.
I think there's Jason to thank for that.
Yeah, and I'm planning for the Giant episode, being as we're not going to have a changes and update section.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I'm planning to do a little overview of Craig Houston, who is the kind of other half of the team here, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he's been doing the main, like, what was it we said, like the writing for the past couple of years.
Lead writer, so
yes.
And he and Jason obviously worked very closely in Black Ops 3 and onwards, basically. I think he was working on Zombies beforehand, but this was kind of where he came a bit more into the limelight.
Right, yeah. I don't think he was really that front and center until, was it Black Ops 4? I'm pretty sure that he started taking center stage. Yeah,
I think so. But
we'll get into that.
We'll go over and we'll go over Craig a bit more in the Giant episode. All right, let's move on to our next topic, which is development and map setting. So, Shadows of Evil will be released as part of the on-disc experience for Black Ops 3 Zombies on November the 6th, 2015. Holy shit, that's like
11 years ago.
Good God. It would be released alongside Dead Ops Arcade 2, Nightmares, and yeah, I know. If you can call that as part of the on-disc Zombies experience, and it would also be released alongside the Giant, though this last one would only initially be available for Season Pass holders. But we'll get more into the Giant in its own episode.
So before we move on from that, I've just had a thought. By the time we record the next episode, the art book is going to be out.
Oh,
Are you
shit,
wanting
yeah.
to cover that before the Giant? Or do you want to finish Black Ops 3 first?
Probably finish Black Ops 3 first, being as I haven't been able to pre-order it yet.
Right. Okay, nobody's Sorry, quick intermission there, folks.
No worries. I mean, that's likely going to be a birthday present at this point. So we'll see. We'll see. Because we also got the comics to cover at some point.
Yes, true.
Yeah, I think we're gonna cover the maps of Black Ops 3 zombies first, and then we'll go from there before we dive into Black Ops 4.
Right. Sounds good.
Cool. Right. In the meantime, so map setting. So Shadows is set in an alternate dimension called Dimension 63 in the 1940s and takes place in the fictional Morgue City.
Who would live in a place called Morgue City?
I know, right? It's kind of like begging for trouble, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty much. I love it. I think it's so over the top that it's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's a bit on the nose.
Just a bit.
So the map features a central hub. This kind of would be a bit of a staple for the Blundell maps. A central hub both above the city and the subway underneath, as well as 3 offshoot districts: the canals, the waterfront, and the Footlight District. I wouldn't say there's many open areas in this map, and quite a lot of tight pathways, and the map has a distinct Art Deco style to it, while drawing heavily from the Cthulhu mythos. So, yeah, any comments on all of that, Josh?
Not particularly. I'll probably save a lot of it for my initial thoughts.
All right. Well, let's go into our initial thoughts then, and you can kind of take us away from there.
All right. So, this might be a bit interesting, actually. I'm sure, like a lot of other people, probably felt the same way when the trailer for this map got released. I hated it. I despised Shadows of Evil when it first got announced. I was like, what have they done? This looks rubbish. Why is there all these weird like gobblegums or gumball things or these alien things and all that? But taking the gloves off, like right out the gate, this is my favourite map on Black Ops 3, and I doubt it's going to come close when we talk about these. I absolutely adore this map. I love the tone of it. I love the atmosphere of it. I genuinely think it's fantastic. I've always liked cosmic horror, so that aspect of it ties in really well with this map. I know a lot of people didn't like it initially. Well, I'm saying didn't like it initially. Still don't like it because of it's got all these, like aliens and stuff in it and whatnot. But I love that about it. You could tell that they just said, you know what? Take everything we know about the previous story and just, throw that out the airlock. We're starting something new, and we're going to try and make this as unique as we possibly can. And I love that about it. The map itself, I think, still is great. Post-patch, the original launch experience, which I suppose I do have to cover considering it's our initial thoughts, wasn't the best. It was, for those who haven't played it, there was no shared inventory, as we alluded to earlier, so you have to collect 4 items to open Pack-a-Punch, and you'd have to collect 1 individually. So if you were playing a 4-player game, each player would have to pick up their own item. I don't even know if you could pick up somebody else's. I can't remember. Or whether you had to pick up your specific characters. I'm trying not to spoil too much, obviously, because we'll cover it a bit more later. But yeah, so honestly, I could glaze this map all night. So I'm gonna leave off there and let you come over with your thoughts.
Yeah, just real quick though. So like you said that you with the trailer, you absolutely hated the idea of this map and kind of you really turned off it.
Yes.
Now that you're saying it's your favorite map, was that kind of like when you launched into this map? Like, what was your kind of what was that kind of a slow transition for you to kind of really like this map, or was it kind of like love at first sight as soon as you actually started playing it?
No, that's a difficult one, because I do remember my first match of it. I didn't get very far. I made it into the not Footlight District. I made it into the Waterfront District. I made it to the hairpiece. Oh, not the hairpiece. The wrestling belt. and
Yeah.
died, and that was literally as far as I got on my first run. So, and you wouldn't think I'd played zombies for like nearly a decade at that point, but still. Yeah, I think it was more a gradual transition because, like I said before, or as we alluded to, like at launch, it wasn't in the best state. There was quite a few little annoyances with it, like the zombies behaved a lot differently at launch than they do now. And I'd say the way they perform now is a lot, fits the maps they're in a lot better.
Yeah.
But the launch experience with, like I say, without the shared inventory could be a bit miserable. So I think it was something that was gradual, but I've always loved the tone of it since I started playing it. At least, like I said, the trailer made it seem very. I don't know. They didn't really. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I don't remember them showing too much of the map in the trailers. Really, it was more just like very small glimpses of a few areas. You didn't really get to see a whole lot of the bigger picture, and I wasn't too sure about it that way. But I think once I actually played it, like with a lot of these maps, it just clicks into place in that way. What about you, though?
Yeah. So I'll kind of like caveat this by saying like Shadows of Evil is the definition of aged like fine wine. And purely for the reasons that you've kind of outlined already, like it was not very great at the beginning, like especially with the lack of shared inventory, and also I don't remember people really enjoying the trials they had to do to get the pack-a-punch pieces or the gateworms, and so that kind of really turned off a lot of people. At this point, I was almost playing strictly solo, so I didn't really get to kind of experience that as much. But I got the gist of it. That being said, though, the first thing that kind of hooked me, like same as you, kind of like with the trailer, I was a bit jarred by the kind of like aliens and like the parasites flying around and the like, is this even zombies anymore?
It does.
I did really
not to interject too much, but it does kind of raise like a point that a lot of people make these days, where, especially in like Black Ops 4 and that sort of thing, zombies became kind of like an afterthought, almost like it was a mode about time travel, aliens, and all this nonsense, with zombies in it, rather than zombies being the primary focus. And I do understand that debate, especially in this map. It's definitely not about the zombies in this one. It's more about the apothecons and all that sort of stuff that's going on.
Exactly.
And it is a trend that will continue forward. I do feel like Jason had an idea of the story he wanted to tell, but he was like saddled by the fact that we have to have zombies in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you mean. So I was kind of a bit jarred by that when I saw the trailer, and obviously the crew was like confusing, but I at that point I also knew that Primus was returning in the Giant. But the thing that actually hooked me was the song, the Snakeskin Boots.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I thought it was an actual, like a when I say real life song, I mean like a song that was already out there, not made just for the map. We'll get onto who sung it such later on, but like I was like searching for it when it came out, just to try and like so I could listen to it without all of the stuff going on, and I was like really disappointed that I couldn't listen to it out of before the map dropped. But yeah, so that kind of got me interested in it, and then my first kind of initial games was like, what is this like? Like I was surprised and happy to see the 3-hit system, and kind of like it was fun to explore the different districts and go down and find the little Easter eggs and things like the perk, like smash perk bottles to know which way I need to go, and all of that. And just I mean, like the biggest disappointment for me, as I said, at that point I was playing solo, so it was the biggest disappointment for me was not actually being able to do the Easter egg for the longest time.
Yeah, absolutely. Did this come out after Infinite Warfare, or was it before?
before.
Yeah, it's before. Yeah, because I was...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Never mind then. The point I was going to make is invalid.
Okay. So, yeah. And I wouldn't say it's my favourite map, but it's definitely up there, like, with how good I find it now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, I think a lot of it is because of those changes. I don't think it would be as fondly remembered now if they hadn't changed the things that they did. I can imagine, like on solo, your experience probably wouldn't have changed too much. Like you say, because of the shared inventory, it doesn't matter on solo because you can carry everything anywhere. But
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I say, I'm certain. I can't like think of any specifics off the top of my head. Maybe there's something on the wiki, but I know that something else in the map like functioned differently at launch than it does now. That just didn't quite work. Like I said, the zombies I know were different. So I remember on the giant,
Were they more aggressive?
They were way more aggressive at launch. They used to absolutely flood in on the giant. That's the most that I remember of it. They used to be really bad at launch, but they dialed them back, and it's certainly a lot more accessible nowadays. So I think all those changes, ultimately made the map a lot more positive, like a much more positive experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this seems to be a bit of a on brand for Treyarch to have a bit of a rough start and then kind of smooth it out later on.
I think it's kind of funny actually because one of the reasons I hated the trailer when it came out is for kind of the reason that I'm not so on board with Black Ops 7 in some ways, because I hated it because I remember the marketing and the way they pushed it. They said it was something completely new, that it wasn't connected to any of the old stuff. And I hated that, which is funny considering I feel the exact opposite way now, and I'm desperate for something that isn't tied to either in any way. So it's funny how things have changed. But yeah, like I say, I'm glad I was wrong. So it just goes to show that, as much as I do bitch and moan about Black Ops 6 and 7, I am open to changing my mind on stuff like this if I enjoy what we're getting. But
yeah, absolutely.
Evidently, that hasn't been the case really so far with Black Ops 7.
So what would you say are some of your favourite areas in the map, either looks or to kind of play in, train, camp, etc.? Like, what's your kind of favourite area / areas?
Well, this is just going to sound dodgy now because you put me on the spot, but the Canal District.
Okay.
It's cool. Just because the camping spot on the with the shield is just running circles there with the Apothecary Servant is and Widow's Wine is so good. It's such a good strategy. I love it. Yeah, it is. That's my absolute favourite area, I think. But I do like the Footlight really District as well. That area is a pretty good training spot. Honestly, I could really go for any of them. Waterfront's the only one that's maybe a bit too close quarters, where it can get a bit uncomfortable sometimes. But
yeah,
anywhere else really works apart from Spawn, because obviously Spawn's more just a thin alleyway, so no one's training in there unless you want to count the junction in the middle. That bit's fine, but the rest of it not so much. What about you then?
So I think visually, the Footlight District.
I'd agree with that.
I just like that kind of style, and I actually like training in the subway tunnel.
Oh yeah. I have done it before, but it's not one I've gravitated to too often. But it is alright.
Yeah. I like it particularly when Pack-a-Punch or the area to Pack-a-Punch is open, not the wall running bit, but the that little altar bit. So like being able to kind of do like a figure 8 almost. And being able to use the trap. That's kind of where I like to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we won't talk about the wall running where Pack-a-Punch is.
Don't bring it up again, please. I'm still recovering from the lecturing I got last time. You didn't see the footprints on the wall. I'm not the smartest guy, alright?
Yeah. I think many people who've lagged have fallen down because of that as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I used to I remember back then when my internet wasn't as consistent, and I used to have problems like that where constantly, when we first started playing, and it would constantly ping you back and forth all over the place. It's awful.
Yeah.
I don't miss that. But yeah.
All right.
What were you going to say? Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, if you're wanting to, we can move on to cast and story. Unless you had anything else to say.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's do it. Sorry, I thought we'd missed something. Sure? Yeah, I thought we'd missed something, but
no. Okay, cool. So cast and story. Starting off with cast, Shadows of Evil introduces a brand new one-time cast of characters, once again played by an all-star cast. This kind of seems to be a bit of a trend for Treyarch in each of their games, bar World at War and now Modern Zombies.
Yeah.
But this time we have Floyd Campbell, the boxer, played by Ron Perlman, who is he Hellboy?
Yeah, that's all I know him from.
Yeah.
which no offense to Ron Perlman fans, but that's literally all I know he plays off the top of my head.
I think it was. I don't know if you've seen it, but I think it was also in Enemy at the Gates as well.
Don't think I've seen that.
Okay. We also have Jessica Rose, the femme fatale, played by Heather Graham. I don't know if I've seen her in anything.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know anything with Heather Graham. At least if I have seen it, yeah, I wouldn't have known it was her.
Yeah. We have Jack Vincent, Jackie fucking V, played the detective, played by Neil McDonough.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Again, I don't know if I've seen him in anything, so I can't say to what he's been in.
I've seen him in one or two things, but honestly, I couldn't remember what they were off the top of my head. I know the one thing I know he was in was the more recent terrible Resident Evil movie. Oh, good grief!
No. No.
It wasn't like
All
terrible
right.
because of him. It was just bad anyway. But I'll put it like this: he plays William Birkin. So there you go. If that puts it in perspective.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, the less said about that, the better then. And last, and certainly the best, we have Nero Blackstone, played by God himself, Jeff Goldblum, who is in Jurassic Park, Thor, Ragnarok, as well as a bunch of other films, but those are the two that I know him best from, and he is the absolute cherry on top of this cake.
Absolutely. Like, I won't go into his character too much here, but he's so overplayed. It's so good. He just hams it up. Absolutely hams it up.
Absolutely. And there's many vocal stim that Josh and I use when we're just playing or talking. Our favourite inside joke is just calling him God himself. Like, he is just the peakest of characters. Like, I think, like, when we just say, like, what can you do? What can you do?
Like, these, like you say, these lines have been reused, like, just by us alone, like, over the years, like, in a ridiculous amount of times. They're just so good. But just adding to the pile of movies that I know he's in, I think he's in Independence Day. So here he is tackling aliens again, I guess. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he absolutely just crushes this role.
He really does.
And they all do really well, but like he is the fan favourite, I think. I mean, back in the day, I used to like listen to like character quote videos, like those 40-minute long ones that people post. And one of my favourite comments was on the Nero video was basically they just followed Jeff Goldblum as he goes around his house.
Yeah, it's the same kind of appeal.
Him.
He has like the same kind of appeal as like Nicolas Cage. If they were to get Nicolas Cage to do a character in Zombies, I imagine it would hit the same way, where it would just be so over the top and just so ridiculous.
And that's one of the things I love about Jeff Goldblum is that he just does not take himself seriously. And like in a mode that doesn't really take itself seriously, he absolutely thrives.
Absolutely. Like you say, like a lot of the other characters can feel, I'd say apart from Jack. Jack's pretty over the top as well, but the other two can feel really muted in comparison to these two. They're always like shouting all the time. But it's so good.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the other mysterious character that we also have would also be introduced here, known as the Shadow Man, who's played by Robert Picardo. I don't know what he's been in, but the only other thing I know him as is he played Robert McNamara in 5.
Yes, I think you've hit me with this trivia before. I was not aware of that, but thinking back, I can kind of hear the similarities. Yeah, it's crazy. He does a great performance in this map, though.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
I've always...
I actually...
Oh, you go. Sorry.
You first.
Go. No, you go.
I was just going to say, I really like the Shadow Man. I like his design, and I also just love the character. I think he's done so much better than Dr. Monty, which we'll get onto later on. But
the thing that really hurts is he's so painfully underutilized this season. Oh, they didn't do enough with him. It sucks. And he's got he exists to aura farm, but he has 0 for 0 on every encounter he's had with anybody throughout the entire season. So he's not really. Well, no, that's a lie. He does deal with Richtofen in Blood of the Dead, I suppose. So we'll give him one.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I think he's a really cool villain. Like that reveal where you see him with all the tentacles and that is so cool.
Yeah, I mean, in some sense, he is the kind of classic mustache twirling villain,
literally
of the mode. But I think in the context of the mode and of the character, he really pulls it off, and it's really well done.
Yeah, like one aspect. I don't know if we're going to be able to, if we're touching on the intro cutscene later, but
I think we are. Yeah, we are.
I would say, especially in the intro, his deliveries on that like intro sequence when they're all running through the streets and whatnot is so good. I rewatch that sometimes just for the deliveries because they're honestly so well done. He sounds like really sinister.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like Robert Picardo really nails the voice for the Shadow Man for the reasons you've outlined, and then also when I've listened to the quotes in from him in Revelations, again, he just really nails that kind of sinister like voice that's like buttery smooth, but like you know something's not quite right.
Yeah, it's enough to get you back up a bit. You're like,
He I think it's like the perfect manipulation voice, basically.
Yeah, it's not so much in this map, but I do really like in Revelations how it's a different delivery, but he reuses like the trailer monologue for like the premise characters, which I thought was a really cool touch. I don't think the delivery's as good on that one, but it's still solid. But anyway, that's probably more for Revelations than this map.
yeah, we'll get there. And obviously it goes without saying that the Shadow Man kind of is the primary villain of, or the face of the villain in Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
So, kind of moving on here. So we're going to move on to story, unless you had anything else to say about cast.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Sorry. Got a burp going there. Sorry.
No, it's all good. I had that before. I don't know what it is today.
Yeah. So let's move on to the timeline excerpt. And Josh, you have an absolute paragraph to read here, so I do apologise.
Oh boy. I imagine it's only going to get worse the further down the line we get. Well, then again,
I think this is actually one of the longest ones, to be honest.
Oh, is it? Well, we're coming to the end, aren't we? Because obviously after Black Ops 3 and Chronicles, we don't have the timeline excerpts anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unless you want to read the custom ones that people have written on. I think there's a Google Docs document where someone's added them.
I might do. I might just also put the map flare in there as well.
That's true. Alright, so Shadows of Evil, April 25th, 1944. Dimension 63 timelines, we could say 83 there. Nero, Jack.
83 years.
Yeah, it has been since our last upload, hasn't it? I was going to put the old man voice on again, but I thought I can't be bothered doing it this time. We had to re-record this for those who are listening. So I'll start again because I got kind of lost there. So Shadows of Evil, April 25th, 1944. Dimension 63 timeline. Nero, Jack, Floyd, and Jessica are knocked unconscious at the Black Lace Burlesque nightclub. I'm going to call it a nightclub. Sorry.
Might as well be.
Close enough. A special kind of club. They wake up in a twisted version of Morgue City, shifted slightly from their reality, told they can atone for their sins by the Shadow Man. Sorry, God, I've got my phone at an angle here. Hold on. All four are tricked into performing rituals. Jessica sacrifices her producer, Jack sacrifices his partner, Floyd sacrifices his promoter, and Nero sacrifices his lawyer. Completing the required rituals, the apothecants are given access to Dimension 63. Realizing they've been duped, the four work with the Keepers to defeat the Shadow Man. They trap him in the summoning key, but before they hand it over to the Keepers, Primus Richtofen arrives to steal the key. Richtofen travels to Dimension, 2210 I'll call it, fuck trying to say that out loud, to secure an innocent Richtofen soul. He delivers the soul to the house. From within the summoning key, the Shadow Man states, "I'll be seeing you." Bingo. And then, April 26th, 1944, the apothecants destroyed Dimension 63. So we weren't all that successful.
Cool. Yeah.
Kind of.
I thought it kind of like, being as that was like literally the next bit on, or paragraph, not paragraph, the next entry, I thought I'd just add that last bit because obviously that's the last entry in the Dimension 63 timeline.
Yeah, of course. It's the same universe as Origins, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So what kind of starts off with Origins and then into Mob, and then this would be the last map in the Dimension 63 timeline.
Right. It's crazy to think about.
Exactly. So a lot to unpack, and we'll kind of talk about the intro cutscene here because it kind of works as part of this as well. So yeah, what's your thoughts on that as well as the intro cutscene?
Yeah,
and the outro cutscene. Like we're talking about all of this, to be honest. So it covers both the intro and the outro cutscene. So let's chat about this for a bit.
All right. So yeah, I really like it. I think it sets up the map quite well. Again, it does kind of carry over that flair from the trailer that we talked about, where everything feels very separate from previous maps and canon and all that sort of thing. But I think in this case it works because obviously the main focus here is these characters. Yeah, I really like it. You get to see each of them, committing the action, I guess, that we mentioned earlier, and ending up in the situation that they're in after falling unconscious.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's basically just a montage, isn't it, of them basically running away from zombies and then meeting up at the spawn area that we find them in the actual game, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I like when...
I'm sorry, if I could just interject for a minute. So, I mean, obviously in the intro cutscene, everyone knows the thing that you gotta listen to before you can skip the intro cutscene.
Oh yes, of course.
Hey you!
They must have strategically put Jessica's intro first, knowing
God
that
forbid your parents walk into the room.
Yeah, exactly. It's honestly so good.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. And obviously, so I think where it says in the timeline excerpt where they sacrifice various other characters, that's actually what happened. What we're doing in there, in the map,
right, you are, yes.
The gate worms. So who they actually kill? I think Jessica kills the guy who's blackmailing her.
Yeah, it is. Is it an informant?
Yeah,
For Jack,
I can't remember. No, yeah. You're right. It's the informant that Jack kills. He basically puts a slug in the back of his head. Floyd, I don't know if he kills him, but he certainly kind of, well, he uses brass knuckles to beat the champion in the boxing ring.
Yeah, it's implied, but there is a quote from Floyd himself in the game saying that the last he checked, or last he heard, he was still alive, but obviously he's not exactly a reliable narrator in a situation like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly,
it's very likely he died, but we don't know.
Yeah. And then Nero pulls off the trick shot and like throws a dagger into his wife, who's been, I think she's been like doing fraud basically, and made him broke. So he kills her like as she's on like a spinning wheel, like trying to like pretending to do a show.
Yeah.
Throws a dagger into her.
Yeah, Wheel of Death.
And he kills her.
As it's called.
Yeah, exactly.
I found out when I had to pull the model. So
nice work.
Trivia for
yeah, he kills her because he wants to claim on her life insurance, doesn't he?
Yeah, like you can tell poor Nero isn't like a criminal mastermind, like taking out a life insurance policy on someone before you murder them.
Yeah.
They have a tragic accident right after I took out money on their name. How strange. How peculiar. He would have been caught.
Exactly.
He would have been caught like almost immediately afterwards if things had gone normally.
Oh, for real.
He was buggered.
We don't actually see the Shadow Man in the intro cutscene, do we?
No, I don't believe so.
We just hear him, which again that replays into the character. Like I like those kind of characters you don't see but have that kind of like have their hand in the events that are happening.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a look through the trailer again because I know in the game, if you remember, he likes to hide off in the corners when you're doing rituals and stuff. So maybe he's off screen slightly somewhere. I'm not aware of it. if he is, I'm not aware of it.
Yeah, and I mean it's not I wouldn't say it's my favorite intro cutscene, but I really do like it. It sets it up really, really well for the rest of the map going forward.
Yeah, I agree, and I would also like to give special credit to the music that plays during the intro. I think it's unfortunately buried under sound effects, but you can find it here on the channel. But there's no way to get a clean version of it. But that version of it with the sound effects is still fine. It worked for me. I was listening to it the other night, but it's a really solid piece of music. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, just put a comment on like one of Brian Dewey's videos on YouTube and like ask for it, and maybe he might put it in the next.
Well, that's the thing, you see, because it sounds very similar to Snakeskin Boots, some of it. So I don't know if I'm not entirely sure who wrote Snakeskin Boots. I'm assuming it's not the usual team. I've heard it could be Jack Wall, but Jack Wall's like accredited everything in the soundtrack. Right.
It is Jack Wall. Yep.
I always throw that up in the air because they said on the Black Ops 4 soundtrack, like the Zombies one, that Jack Wall's responsible for every song on there. And I'm like, well, he's obviously not responsible for Mystery or Shockwave or this, that, the other.
No, I mean, on Spotify, like it actually breaks down various artists.
Right.
I can't get it up right now because my daughter is having lullaby music on Spotify, so
yeah, of course,
I can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, I think that there's not really much else to kind of say about the intro cutscene there. Do you want to talk about the outro cutscene?
Yeah, it's very short and sweet. Basically, we send the apothecants packing after being stabbed in the back. Or try to, apparently, according to the timeline that's served at least. Well, it's funny because you do send them off. Like the one in the sky, the big. I'm just going to call it Arnie because that's what it is. The little Arnie just completely disappears from the skybox, so you clearly got rid of them.
Yeah, unless it's because like Richtofen nicked the summoning key.
Yeah, perhaps, maybe.
And that's the reason why they couldn't shut it off completely from the apothecons, but yeah.
I would recommend, if you haven't seen this cutscene, watch the last gen version of it. It's so much better.
Yeah, that's the definitive way to watch it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, there was a last gen version of Black Ops 3, and it was not kind to zombies. Ooh, there's some memes in there though.
Oh, it's the best of all the memes.
There you go. That's what your icon should be.
Oh, last gen Rick
Sorted.
Yes. Yes, that's what I want it to be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sold. Yeah.
The best I can do model-wise, unfortunately, is low LOD Richtofen, but we'll see what we can do.
Is that like the one from the Black Ops 4 jump scare?
No, it's just basically when the faces are all like triangles because they're all messed up. Okay. You sometimes see it when the game loads.
Could you just not lift the thing from Black Ops 4?
Oh yeah, the PNG probably.
The jump. Yeah, the jump scare.
Oh, probably. There you go then. But that's that sorted.
Love it. Yeah, the Black Ops. Glad you actually mentioned the last gen because I don't think I've actually mentioned it anywhere.
I just thought about it when I thought of that outro cutscene. Whenever I think of him running through that portal, because I didn't finish what I was saying before. Yeah, he grabs the summoning key and he leaves. That's it. End of story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this last gen version's pretty iconic. Like I say, whenever I think of that cutscene, it's always that version. It's totally ruined it.
Absolutely. Yeah, it kind of like sets up. So the outro cutscene obviously sets up Richtofen's journey, and as we hear, he goes off to slot his younger self and secure that soul.
Yeah.
And then goes on his journey with the rest of Primus, but it's typical Richtofen, just like screwing everyone else over though.
Yeah, it's pretty
even yeah, like even the nicest one ends up screwing over a whole dimension just to just to get what he wants.
It's very in character. You could tell that Jason really understood. Well, I suppose he didn't do the writing, but he really understood the character. It works so well.
For real. Yeah. I mean, overall, I think the story in Shadows really kind of sets up the rest of the story for Black Ops 3 really nicely. And I like it.
Yeah, I really like it too. Like I also really like it in the same way I like Mob of the Dead, as its own self-contained thing. Like I could also go back to it and enjoy it as just its own thing. Scrap the outro and just that was it. No, it's really cool. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's not played it before. It's definitely one of the better ones in my opinion. I can't remember where we ranked it on our ranking video. I'll have to double check that.
Yeah. No, we haven't ranked it yet, have we?
Oh no, you're right. We're adding that next, aren't we?
Yeah,
it's because we talked. It's because we talked about it. That's what it is. Yeah, ignore me.
I think it's gonna end up. It will end up getting ranked pretty highly.
I hope so. I really do. I'll be fighting tooth and nail for that top spot.
Just to kind of wrap up the cast and story here, so obviously this kind of affects the wider story, but we get two new factions introduced in Black Ops 3, and we get basically the goodies and the baddies. We get the Keepers, who are basically benevolent watchers of the universe who try and make sure that it doesn't get screwed up. And then on the other side we got the Apothecons, who are the evil Cthulhu-like squid monsters who want to eat every dimension and corrupt everything into the dark ether.
Yeah, absolutely. If it wasn't obvious which side the Shadow Man was on, it's the Apothecons.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like guess which side Mr. Evil is on.
I love how he paints like the Keepers as the bad guys. I always thought that was really cool. Like when they come to fight you, like to stop you from doing the rituals, it's like painted as if it's some really bad thing that they're trying to stop you, or some really good thing that you're trying to stop you from doing, and then obviously you get the backstab at the end. But for being one of the first backstabs we got, I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, and to be honest, it worked. Like you didn't there was no reason not to think the keepers were bad guys. I mean, like, they don't look like friends, and they do
No.
attack you at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Though I do like the detail that they only attack you when you pick up items. They don't show up as regular enemies. I think that does help
Yeah.
the believability of it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
can we just...
And then
Oh, go on. You go first.
I was just gonna say, like, obviously we'd like that kind of like contrast that with the the Apothicon enemies that attack you during the map.
Yes, plenty of those.
Yeah, exactly. What were you about to say?
I was just going to say, can we give some credit here for, like, Treyarch writing an entire language for the Apothicons? That is crazy. That they've actually got, like, full-on, like, nouns and verbs and stuff like that. You can actually write sentences in that language, which is really cool.
Yeah.
For something that only exists in... Well, I suppose it's across the whole season, isn't it? But mostly in this map and Revelations. It's so cool that they fleshed it out that much.
For real. I think the if I remember rightly, my timeline poster, like, it has Apothicon like writing all around the edge, like along the border, and you can like it can be translated, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it just shows the depth of world building that Craig and the team kind of really have like crafted into the mode, and that I think that's kind of why I really fell in love with zombies, like, because of the world building.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I say, you could tell going in that there was a long-term vision with like Shadows of Evil going onwards that they really wanted to tell, and I'm glad we actually got to see all of that play out in this this particular season. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think I need to kind of caveat this real quick. So this is obviously all with the hindsight that we are now, like, 11 years later, and we know all kind of like things like the timeline and the wider story and such. I think at this point, like, when the map came out, we still weren't really aware of the multiverse. We didn't know the Apothicon language. We didn't know who the keepers were, who the Apothicons were, where the story was going, and all of that. So, like, this is definitely a hindsight retrospective.
Yes, absolutely. Like I say, if you were to ask me on launch day what I thought of Shadows of Evil, it might have been slightly different. But
yeah, I mean, like,
who's to say?
Just kind of like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just kind of thinking about like my initial thoughts. One of the things I was thinking, like, especially when I faced like some of the enemies, which we'll get on to in a second, is like, where is zombies actually going? Like, what is this mode right now?
Yeah,
this is not Black Ops 1 that I fell in love with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a shame as well, because I feel like, especially in Black Ops 4, even despite it being in the same universe on the Ether front, it was decidedly lacking in a lot of the Black Ops 3 stuff, which I thought was a shame. There's not really a lot of the Apothicons in Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we'll
that's
get
kind of
that.
like... Yeah, absolutely. Alright, let's move on to our next topic then, unless you had anything else to kind of cover with cast and story.
No, I think we hit most of the main points.
Cool. Alright, moving on to features. So we got a lot here. So strap yourselves in.
This is your version of the timeline excerpt.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously we have the aforementioned changes to Black Ops 3 Zombies. We won't really go much more into that. We have the introduction of the summoning key, which will play a key, pun intended, part of the Easter egg and the story going forward. I think it's known as the most powerful object in this or any other universe, isn't it?
Yes, I believe that is the quote. Very neat quote, by the way.
Yes. And it basically, I think it's got quite a few abilities, but the main one that we'll see going forward is that it has the ability to preserve someone's soul at the point of death, which is how Richtofen and Primus basically go ahead and secure innocent souls for a better tomorrow.
Yes. It's basically just a MacGuffin, to be honest.
Yeah.
But who cares? It's a cool MacGuffin.
I know.
There's certain MacGuffin that's coming in Gorod Krovi, though, not so much.
Which one?
It's not so much an object, it's a person.
Gorod Krovi. Oh, him. Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, to be honest, like I like that the summoning key gets a quite a bit of focus in this map. Otherwise, it's just like Richtofen holding it out at the end of each trek.
True.
But
look what I got at the antique shop.
Yeah, exactly. But this map really kind of sets the tone as to how important this item is.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Even though you only find it in a crate in the back of an alley.
Yeah. There is some pretty cool like dialogue. I'm assuming it's covered further down here, but like radios that you can interact with or phone calls and stuff like that. That'll give you a lot of
about the radios.
Right, but they basically give you a bit of the backstory, don't they, for where the summoning key comes from, and how the fact that it was all orchestrated to be found there when you get there. Like it's all a big contrived setup, I guess.
Yeah, basically, like the Shadow Man, doesn't he manipulate a reporter into going finding like these artifacts, including the summoning key?
He does.
I think he tries to get him to find. Obviously, this was told about in Black Ops 4, but he tries to get him to find the MacGuffin that you build at the end of Tag the Totem.
The Agarthan device.
That's the one. Yeah, he tries to get him to find that, and I think an alternate dimension or an alternate version of the reporter gets caught by Richtofen and killed.
Oh my god! Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, so this reporter finds the summoning key, packs it in a crate, and then he gets sent a letter by Dr. Monty or something, by basically saying don't trust Richtofen. And Richtofen goes to try and collect the key, and the reporter goes mad, and Richtofen eventually stabs him, and that's why you can see a corpse in the map with holding a letter with M on it and the knife.
Yes, I do.
So. Yeah, that's actually really cool kind of bit of storytelling there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the Shadow Man went by, what his name was, his alias.
Mr. Wrapped.
Mr. Wrapped, yeah. Is there a play on that? Is that like a word game or something?
I have no idea.
I'm curious. It just seems like an odd choice of a name.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe like Rapture or something. I have no idea.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, that's summoning key. We'll kind of like hear and see more about it as the season goes on, but it really kind of it's the main MacGuffin in Black Ops 3 Zombies.
The main question though is, does it actually turn the people into gateworms? or does it just get replaced by gateworms?
That's a very good question. That's a very good question. I didn't realise until I think it was Rizzo pointed it out that the summoning key, when it kind of like opens up when you sacrifice various characters. That the symbols basically turn into these like little razor blades, and they slice through that's what happens. Like, oh my god,
like poor bastard.
yeah, exactly. No wonder Jack is feeling cut up about sacrificing his partner.
Does he? Honestly, it's been so long since.
Yeah. He's basically has a moment saying I don't feel right about what I did. No, I did what I had to, but he was my partner.
Right. See, I've not played it multiplayer for so long that I've not heard a lot of these conversations. I'll have to go back and listen to them.
Yeah. So moving on, we get so one of the other features is that players are able to enter into Beast mode, which acts similarly to the Afterlife mode in Mob of the Dead, except this time instead of a ghost, you're basically squid with tentacles. You're like a big monster.
Shit.
What?
The Beast isn't on the render. I knew I'd forgotten something.
Oh.
Fuck.
Funny enough, I was about to say, like, I don't actually think I've ever actually had a good look at what the beast looks like.
It looks a bit silly. Have you seen, like, its, like, initial spawn pose when you first turn it, and it's, like, stood with its tentacles up in the air in, like, a V pose?
They're like T-pose.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
For, like, half a second, if you see someone use it, it's standing with, like, its tentacles up in the air. It's great.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so the beast can access, like, areas that the player wouldn't usually. Again, it's pretty much just the afterlife mode, isn't it?
Yeah, more or less. Like, feature-wise, and I guess concept-wise almost, this is mostly a note-for-note remake of Mob of the Dead. Pretty much, conceptually anyway. Obviously the gameplay and the way the story plays out is different, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't think
it's that.
Other than visually, I don't think there's actually any difference.
Yeah, pretty much. Mechanically, it's more or less the same.
Yeah, I do like that you can kind of like grapple hook onto things and fly around the map like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that is so cool.
So yeah, that's the beast. Moving on, we got a whole host of new enemy types. So we've already mentioned about the keepers. We get the big boys of the map, the Margwars. We get the meatballs, or as they're officially known, the insanity elementals, which are pretty much one of this map's dog rounds. And we also get the parasites, which again they do come in a dog round, but also can be just pests throughout the map. But yeah, I think the big one here is the Margwa with its 3 heads, and I mean they went full on like Cthulhu mythos with these enemies.
They really did. Honestly, it's top notch. I really love the aesthetic of the enemies in this particular map. They're all so good. I mean, like the only problem I have is with the insanity elementals, or the meatballs, whatever you prefer. Is that like every time they come into the map, I'm like, I know these are just reskinned raps from multiplayer.
Yeah.
Stop, please. It sticks out like a sore thumb when they show up. You're like, yeah, these are just raps.
Yeah, it really does. It's pretty great. I mean, like the design of them is really fucking sick.
Oh yeah. They're basically just like, well, to be honest, the name's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a like massive flesh with mouths on it. It's gross.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like body horror in a way, but
yes,
I don't know. Like there's something about that just really kind of like I don't know.
It kind of gives me the same vibes as, you know, the Prima Materia from Black Ops 4, where it's like sticks the people together. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's gonna sound grotesque and a bit weird, and I might need to be locked up in some sort of an asylum. But I love body.
Time stamping this so I can maybe edit it out later. No, I'm joking.
Okay. I love body horror in video games.
Oh yeah, so do I. Like that game I kept asking you to play, that Still Wakes the Deep, is full of it, and it's so good.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. Dead Space.
It was like, what's it called? Outlast.
Outlast, yeah.
Like, just it's something so grotesque that it's almost kind of like, this is what horror is about. It's not like jump scares and things like that.
Yes, yeah, I totally agree. So, it's like you say, that's kind of one of my favorite combos, is like the cosmic horror and the body horror thing. Like Dead Space, like it works so well.
Yeah,
there's
something just so hand in hand.
There's something just because, you know, the whole idea of, you know, cosmic horror being like the fear of the unknown almost, and then having these things that look like something you recognize, but they're not quite. It's so good.
I wish we had more time because I would tell you a story about, or kind of go into off on a tangent about a particular faction in Warhammer that I like, called the Necrons, but we don't have time for that.
Right.
I might tell you. I'll tell you about them a bit off camera, so to speak.
Right.
But yeah, just kind of touching on the Margwars real quick. Probably, I mean, the Panzer in Origins, but like it is one of them. But the Margwars are definitely one of those enemies that make me pause and like have to shift my gameplay and my strategy to deal with this. Like, it's one of those enemies that kind of like appears on the map, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to get on, and I can't ignore this.
It's a great natural progression, I think, from the Panzer from Origins.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a very similar energy. It's not quite as intense as the Panzer, but when it's around, you know it's around. Like the amount of times during that step where you have to charge the egg by doing the ritual circles.
Yeah.
When the amount of times I see people go down on those steps because they can't handle two of them at once. It's crazy. Hell, I've even bitten the dust on it several times dealing with two.
Yeah, and it's the fact that like even with Jug, when they do that slam attack right next to you, it puts you on red screen.
Yes, yeah.
Like I like enemies like that are dangerous and force me to kind of like think outside of my comfort zone. Like as I said, the Panzer from Black Ops 2 from Origins, this one, the only other one that I can think of off the top of my head right now is the Blightfather.
Yes, yeah, that's true. I think it's the same feeling that like going like fast forwarding a bit here, but Black Ops 6's Klaus is trying to aim for, but the thing that makes the Margwa work and the Panzer is they can only do that kind of damage at range, like up close rather.
Yeah.
Enemies that can do that kind of damage at range, no thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
that's when it gets annoying.
I think like the only exception obviously is like the Blightfather, where it has that kind of like attack where it can spit at you. Yeah. But like it moves so slow that you are able to kind of position yourself strategically to kind of avoid that range attack.
And even so, like, I don't remember the spit being all that damaging either on its own. Not as damaging as its close quarters attacks were.
Yeah, I think the main kind of threat of that was that it was chip damage, which stopped your health regenerating.
Yes, right. I totally forgot about that effect. Yeah, that's a pretty good observation.
Yeah. And that's what I like about enemies like that, is that, like, all three of them force you to kind of like think about your positioning and your strategy and all of that, whereas like Klaus, as you said, it's just like damage for damage's sake.
Yeah, like because I did actually do it Shadows of Evil recently on solo on the PC with the mod, and the amount of times I got my ass kicked by Margwas because I was expecting them to be chump change pretty much. I thought it was going to. I've gotten so used to Black Ops 7 that I thought it'll just coast by. But the amount of times that I got caught off guard by the instant red screen upon being hit, you really have to watch your positioning with it. I was really humbled going back into Shadows and having to try and deal with them and balance them with everything else. They're a really great boss. They really are.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree with you. I mean, obviously, the Margwars are the continuation of what was introduced in Mob, with Brutus, and Origins in the Panzer, where you get your heavy enemies basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's kind of carrying on that kind of trend.
It's probably worth mentioning as well. They do kind of have a ranged attack. When you burst one of their heads, a parasite will come out. So that does give them a touch of range as well when you're really far away.
Again, you're segueing nicely here, because I wanted to touch on the parasites because I loathe them. I absolutely loathe them in this map. I hate enemies that just do chip damage and are flying like out of reach and darting in and out of cover. Like, it really gets on my wick. It's similar feeling that I get when I'm trying to do an Easter egg step and I hear a zombie wailing on my shield.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm sure we brought this up in our Terminus video, but I remember there was so much worse in Black Ops 6. There was like so many of them, and they were darting all over the place. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm just getting like flashbacks of when we did the round 50
Oh god.
Terminus Easter egg, and just having like tons of parasites spitting at me all the time. And I use this quote all the time, but I felt like I was back in London.
Nice.
All right, let's move on to our next thing. So we get the introduction of the only new perk in Black Ops 3, Widow's Wine.
Yeah, so I love Widow's Wine. I know you have your issues with the original outing of Widow's Wine, but I love it for what it is. I do think the changes made to it in the future do make it more palatable. But I don't dislike this outing at all. I think it's totally fine for what it is, especially for this map. You can tell that it was designed with this map in mind. It fits like the layout of it so well. The tight corners, when you're trying to just squeeze through, you're not going to have enough space. Widow's Wine will give you the chance to get through there. And it's actually coming back in Black Ops 7, I believe, in this season. So for those who didn't get to play with it, there you go. For those who don't know what it does, basically if you're hit by an enemy, it will freeze all the zombies around you in like webbing for a couple seconds, allowing you a few outs. But it's grenades, isn't it?
Yeah, so, it replaces the grenade slot.
Yeah, so you only get four chances with it before you're up. But you can get, if you kill zombies fast enough, I believe you can get one back. Or a couple back, depending on how quickly you kill them. But it's really good. Yeah. I do really like it. What about you?
Yeah, I like it when I'm not doing Easter eggs.
At least you can throw them.
Kind of
At least you can throw them.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the only reason. Like that. I mean, to be honest, that's all they're good for when I'm doing Easter eggs. Is me just chucking them all away at the start of a round. Like if I'm playing casually, I don't mind it at all. But like it's because they can do damage to a zombie as well and kill that last zombie.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like them. And in Black Ops 3, like obviously when you walk away from the last zombie, it dies and that flips around if it's damaged. So yeah, that's kind of like why I don't like it in Black Ops 3. And I don't like
is that the case in Black Ops 3? I thought that was only Black Ops 2. That the zombie will die if it's injured. I'm pretty sure that's only Black Ops 2.
Yeah, you're probably right. But even so, like, if the last zombie hits you and it explodes, it can either kill the zombie outright or the chip damage that it does when it's encased in the webbing.
Yeah.
Will kill the zombie. So either way, it's no good for a last round kind of thing. Last zombie.
It's always like an instant decapitation as well. You always turn around and the head's gone. Every time Widow's Wine goes off.
Exactly.
You're like, no.
And I prefer the like Winter's Wail that is the successor to this, where I think you take 2 hits, and on the second one it causes the thing to go off.
Oh, is it? I thought it was always on the fatal hit.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's on the fatal hit that it goes off. You're right.
Yeah. I do think that's better. I will put that out there. I do think that version is an improvement. I'm just saying that I don't really have so many issues with the base version. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I get that. And I think like I'm particularly salty about it when it comes to maps like Moon in Chronicles, where I've gone to spawn and I've forgotten to throw away my Widow's Wine grenades, or I forgot that I had them, and the zombie swipes me on the back and every single window shatters.
Yeah.
Meaning that I have to wear my spacesuit in there.
Yeah, that's fair. To be honest, I don't think I've ever really grabbed it on Moon, at least not very often. So I haven't really experienced that issue, but I do know what you mean. The explosion from windows shouldn't break the windows. But I suppose the thinking behind it is probably you can't carry regular grenades anymore, so you'd have no way to break the windows manually if windows didn't work. Unless you got a rocket launcher or something.
I know, but like, I think like if you threw them, then sure they could break the windows. But when a zombie's swiping you, they should not be able to break the windows.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good cut off for it, I think.
So yeah, I mean, like, it's not my favorite, and as I said, I don't like it when I have when I'm doing an Easter egg run.
Yeah.
So, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
I like the jingle.
oh yeah, the song slaps for Widow's Wine.
Uh-huh.
So good.
I think it's the second perk that's sung by a woman.
I think it might be, yeah.
Mm.
Have you mentioned the other jingles for the other perks in here?
What, the only, like, what do you mean?
Like the ragtime, I guess. Like themed perk jingles.
I don't think I have.
We could just drop it in here then if you want.
Sure, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if we find it later on, then we've already covered it. But yeah, that's a very good point. Obviously, we get the as you said, the ragtime perk jingles, don't we?
Yes, they're so good. Like every perk that we've had before, like with Mob of the Dead, has its own unique jingle for this map, and they're all so good. I actually really like. I know it's not very popular. This is kind of probably going to get me lynched. But I actually didn't hate the mule kick one in this.
Okay. See, I find the mule kick one and the speed cola one just a bit too loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, how could you get more obnoxious than the original one with the mule sound in the background constantly?
Yeah, good point, but it's just like, yeah, fair point. My favourites are the double tap and the quick revive one.
Oh, yes, yeah. I'll have to go and listen to them all again. It's been a while since I've heard them, but honestly, I remember them all being solid.
Yeah, and it's a shame that they only kind of came back, or only did it for this map, really. Obviously, the Juggernaut one is sung by a woman as well, so technically, actually, we get two, like the third perk as well that's sung by a woman, but just Juggernaut is done twice.
I assume
in
asking that there's only two, you're also including modern zombies, or not including modern zombies rather.
Because of elemental pop.
Yeah, elemental pop does.
Yeah, I mean, like, up to this point, at least.
Yeah.
Just kind of touching on, like, obviously, it's a shame these songs never kind of made a return, and when the whole thing went down with Quick Revive, like them losing the license for the Quick Revive music, I never understood why they just didn't use this version of Quick Revive instead of making the new version, which is like in Black Ops 7, which is like vastly inferior to the previous, like this one and the standard one.
Oh yeah, they never had any chance in topping like the iconicness of the original, even if it is just a stock instrumental. Who cares? Yeah. It was iconic.
But I don't understand why they just didn't use this version, because like it would have kind of tied in anyway. They already had this version, so why did they need to? I bet they forgot about it. That's what it is.
Probably. Yeah, it's probably just like you said, probably just a case that they forgot about it or something. But even still, it's a shame. Someone should mod it in.
Exactly. Yeah. See, we need to be hired by Treyarch. Make the right decisions. Obviously, just kind of speaking on perks here. So, I think three of them. Is it? Yeah, three of the perks are randomized. So, Jug, Speed Cola, and Double Tap.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's just the original ones, isn't it?
Yeah. They're randomized again, which, yay, we love randomized perks. But this time
it's done well.
Yeah, exactly, because players can navigate to which one they want thanks to the broken perk bottles being the colour of the perk down that particular district. So if you want Jug, you just gotta look for the broken red bottle. This is how you need to do random perks.
Exactly. Give them an indication as to where they are. I don't mind the places moving, but it's not knowing where they are that makes it annoying. opening a door that you traditionally like and being like, oh, it's not here, I'm going to have to go all the way around. It's not fun, it's just obnoxious.
Yeah, absolutely. Or I still think Nuketown's the worst version of it. I've done my rant on that. And like with all of the other maps in Black Ops 3, players will now get 100 points for going prone in front of the perk machines. So, gotta get that loose change. Let's crack on. So we get the introduction of 3 new wonder weapons: the Little Arnie's, the Apothecon Servant, and the 4 Apothecon Swords, which can be upgraded to the Keeper Swords. And we also get the introduction of a brand new 2 brand new exclusive weapons for zombies, the Bootlegger and the Bloodhound, which is a new starter pistol, the second starter pistol that we have. Second starter pistol that's new from Origins, really. So let's talk about the weapons, Josh. Starting with the wonder weapons.
Right, so off the top of my head, at least, I'm trying to remember what all the rest of the wonder weapons are in Black Ops 3, but off the top of my head, the Apothecon Servant is easily my favourite. It's basically a ghost device in a gun, so no complaints there. Literally, you just fire and forget. That's my mantra for the Apothecon Servant.
I think when we've spoken about like our all-time favourite wonder weapons in the past, the Apothecon Servant has just like tops all of them.
It really does. It's so broken. But I love it anyway. It's so good. It's like, just imagine if you could fire a thunder gun shot, but have it spread in all directions and kill absolutely everything. That's what it is, apart from for bosses. That's the only downside. It doesn't really affect bosses too much. But for zombies, you really can't do any better. It's literally an insta-kill magnet.
And I mean, like, it's the perfect kind of get the fuck out gun, isn't it?
It really is. The only downside to it in Shadows of Evil explicitly is that it cannot be upgraded, even though there was traces that it was supposed to be at some point, but obviously things changed in development and now you can't. I think you could at launch, but they patched it. So that's one negative post-patch point. But I don't know if you've looked much into the story behind what you were supposed to do originally to upgrade it before it all got cut out.
Bits of it, like were you gonna like? Do you need to like shoot like some stuff, or I can't quite remember. I know all of the assets are in the map, aren't they?
Yeah, there was like these cocoons or eggs or something that like hung up in the air, and you had to like shoot them down or something. But they're not available in the final map. At least you can't find them in the current version of it.
Yeah.
It's really a shame. Like, I remember reading, I think this might have been in one of the videos that I was watching about it, where, you know how the names are different for each one? Like, I can't remember if it was like you were supposed to have a different quest for each one that had a different name, or whether it was a different name per which character you were playing as. I can't quite remember. Okay. But that I thought that was really cool, and I would have liked to have seen that come to fruition. But obviously, unfortunately, we didn't get any of that. But I think the map isn't any worse off for it. I think the Apothecon Servant, as it is totally fine.
Has anyone like made a mod or a custom map where they've reintroduced that kind of cut content?
Possibly. If there is, I've not found it yet. I haven't looked for it.
Okay.
So there could be. There could be.
Fair enough. Obviously, like this will be one of the. Is this the only one?
What's
you can build the wonder weapon in Black Ops 3? Is this the only one you can build in Black Ops 3?
Maybe.
At work,
but KT4 maybe.
Yeah, you're right. You are. Yeah. But it's done right because I mean, obviously you can't upgrade it in this one, but the intention was that you could upgrade it.
Yeah.
And it's better than the other buildable wonder weapons from previous.
For sure.
Yeah, it takes up a weapon. That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember where I was going with this now. It takes up a weapon slot, not a D-pad slot this time around rather than.
Yeah.
Although the Liquefier took. I'm chatting garbage here. Ignore me. Liquefier took up a weapon slot, didn't it?
Oh yes, so you are. Right.
Yeah. No. The Apothecon Servant is great though. Like, yeah, I like that you need to do distinctly different things to get the pieces to build it though.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
Though, can we talk about how much of a sin it is that the green egg things take so long to spawn? You can sometimes not get them till like around 25 or 30.
Is that the ones from the meatballs, or is
Yes.
that the ones from the pods?
The meatballs. The pods aren't terrible as long as you hit purple ones every time. They're not terrible. But the eggs from the parasites or the meatballs are awful. The spawn rates, they suck.
Yeah, they really do.
And can we just say how funny it is that you build this thing? It's like the only, I think, off the top of my head, well, until Gog Effects, I guess, was the only organic weapon. It's like not, you don't even build it, it's a creature. You grow it, I guess, is more accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. And your favourite wonder weapon, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just on record, folks, Josh is not opposed to fisting things. Then
I knew this was coming, and no, I'm not. It is a pretty funny animation, though. I don't know who thought of that.
Yeah.
You can tell they knew what they were doing because the way like its eyes go like massively wide when you do it. It's like you knew what you were doing, Treyarch.
Someone has a fetish, Treyarch.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, let's move on. Otherwise, you might get not that you make money, but you might get demonetized. Let's talk about the little Arnies. I personally think these are better than the monkey bombs and the Gersh devices.
It's a Gersh device with personality.
Exactly.
Mic drop. I'm done.
And I think I'm correct in saying this. At this point, at least, this will be the first tactical weapon that you can upgrade.
I was thinking the Hell's Retriever, but it's not tactical. It's takes up a grenade slot.
Okay. I mean, it's of the similar types, but yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's always Jason. It's always Jason.
Yeah, I know. For fuck's sake. And you cannot. No, you can't upgrade. You can upgrade the little Arnies, and it has actually got a cool little Easter egg when you do upgrade them because.
I love this.
Is it? Oh, what's it from? Is it Spaceballs?
Oh god, yeah, I think so. Is that the parody of Alien?
Yeah, where the thing bursts out his chest and then he does a little dance and wears a top hat
with the can,
kicking his legs up. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how you upgrade the little Arnies. You go around collecting a bunch of stuff. Do you have to kill a bunch of zombies as well? Don't you?
I think you kill a good number of them first, and then you can get the 3 items by throwing the Arnies at them.
Yeah, and then you go to the Footlight District and have a little show.
It's so good. I miss stuff like that. I feel like silly stuff like that doesn't really make the cut anymore.
Exactly. This is what I was meant earlier about the mode just doesn't take itself too seriously at this point. It has its serious themes, but it also has room for fun stuff like this.
Yeah, it's it kind of has the same flavor Dead Rising to me, where in the sense that the story takes itself really seriously, but the stuff you do in between those sections is just nonsensical and just over the top and ridiculous. Exactly. But who cares? Exactly. It all comes together in the end, so who cares?
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason for it, but it's funny as all hell.
It's one of them we'll talk about a bit later, as I've seen on the document, but turning trip mines into donuts or cakes.
Yeah.
Why?
Yep.
Who cares?
Why not?
Who cares?
Why not? Exactly. Little Arnies are just fantastic monkey bomb-esque tactical. It functions pretty much the same as the Gersh device. It kills zombies instantly rather than just hoarding them all up. But they're great. We like it.
Yeah, it's just lore accurate Gersh devices, pretty much. But who cares?
Exactly.
Gersh devices were always Gersh devices were always the better of the two. So I'd rather they did the Gersh device than the monkey bomb. So instant win in my book.
For real. And obviously the 4 Apothicon swords, so, I mean, they take up the, specialist.
Yeah, the specialist weapons,
Yeah, which is a brand new kind of HUD slot, if that's what you want to call it, where you press both your bumpers and you pull out, in this map, you pull out a sword.
Yeah, so I'm not crazy about them. I think they're okay. But I wouldn't say, they'd be topping any top 5 melee wonder weapons list, but they're okay.
No.
I only really get them for the Easter egg. I don't normally build them out of necessity because I'm just like,
Yeah, same. I like that the upgraded ones you can like basically fire them so that and then put the sword away so that but this little sword like floats around and kind of kills zombies like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can also use it to get rid of Margwas which are chasing you, which is really cool. It's a technique I've used quite a lot. Just set, if a Marg was chasing you, just set it behind you and hear the heads pop while you're running away.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good in that sense.
But
it's a lot of effort, though. I will say that. It's a lot of effort just to get them for one or two circumstantial moments.
Yeah, it really is. And that's kind of why same as you, I don't really do go around collecting them outside of the Easter egg, really.
Yeah.
What do you think about the other 2 weapons? So the bootlegger, which is an exclusive SMG, and then the Bloodhound.
So I'll start with the Bloodhound because it's a starting weapon. Makes more sense to do it that way. I think it's good. I like that it's not just a reskin of the M1911 and that they actually give it a bit more beefy damage, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
It lasts a good bit longer than the other ones do. Upgraded, it's still effectively the same. It's, what's it called? The Meat Wagon? Which is effectively
something
just...
like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Mustang and Sally again, but there is no PhD, so nobody wants that. No. Nobody wants it without PhD.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. I'd rather have had them like, I don't know, Magnums or something. But, yeah, they're fine. Like I said, I've got a headcanon that I'm sure I mentioned in Mob of the Dead that I thought they were supposed to be the starting pistol for Mob.
Yeah, for real.
But whether or not that's true, who knows. But I'm glad that, whatever the case, they made an appearance here. So I really like them. I think they fit the map a lot better than the M1911 would have. Or the MR6, the worst starting pistol sound in gaming. Good grief, it's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the Bloodhound has some decent beef to it. I think
it does.
Sound design of most of the guns in Black Ops 3 are really spot on and really, really beefy, and that's how I like my guns. Yes,
yeah, I'm right there with you. But the bootlegger, or the Sten, I think it's really called, is it's really quite good. It reminds me a lot of the, not just in the aesthetic, but of the Type 100 from World at War. Yeah, I don't really have any strong feelings on it. It's a decent addition. I don't think it's quite as iconic as the M1927 from Mob of the Dead, but it's good. It kind of fills the same slot as the Uzi, I guess.
Yeah, and it's got. I like that it's got that Art Deco design on it as well. Like the look of it is fantastic.
Oh yeah, like the gold trim. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
What about you?
To be honest, I haven't really got anything to add for those two. Like pretty much spot on with what you said. And yeah, like the look of the bootlegger, I like. I love that. Like, I miss when zombies had like their own kind of weapons, exclusive weapons that have their own little flares.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think if we did kind of get one recently, but it's not really a new weapon. It was just more than bringing back the MP40 on Totenreich, but it's only in zombies. So I guess you
Right,
can kind of consider that a zombies exclusive weapon, but it's nothing new, unfortunately. It's just they haven't like done it up for tone rank. It's still just the MP40. So make of that what you will.
Fair enough. Okay. Alright, let's move on because we're coming to the end of this section now. So we get the return of the dig site feature from Origins, this time in the form of the harvest pods, which players can harvest with when they pick up a fumigator. The little pump thing with the needle on it.
Fumigator,
yeah, okay, cool. And these pods are scattered around the map and can reward or punish the player dependent on how rare the pods are or what rarity they are.
Yeah, so this might be the first sign of rarity in zombies.
Yep.
Before we started getting it assigned to literally everything.
Yeah, exactly, because the pods will start off yellow, then go into blue?
Is it green? And then red,
it might be
and then
green.
purple?
Yeah, oh, no. It's green, red, then purple. Yeah, right.
Right.
And obviously the higher the more rare the pods are, the better the reward.
Yeah. It's a cool feature. I like it as a passive thing. And you get some really good rewards from it. You can get like the ray gun quite easily from it's not stingy on rewards at all.
No, not at all.
There's literally the only downside I would say is there's literally no reason to pop them anything other than max tier. It's just a waste of time. You're gonna have to wait till it grows again, so you may as well get the best reward.
Yeah, absolutely. I might be misremembering it, but there's no reward for like harvesting so many pods, is there?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, cool.
All
right.
So.
Cool. I mean, there's nothing really else to kind of cover with the pods. That's basically what it says on the tin, really.
Yeah, I was going to say we could cover every single reward, but we'd be here till like 4 hours if we did that. So
let's crack on. So we get the introduction of the true civil protector. So while the Maxis drone may have mechanically been the first of these, this is the map where the civil protectors get their name from the community. Which, after finding three fuses around the map, you can summon in a little fella with a KN.
Just call it what it is. It's an Origins robot with a KN.
an Origins robot with a KN. It costs what, $2,000, isn't it, to summon him in?
Yes. And he does have a very nice gimmick where if you summon him on a Margwa round, he will instantly kill the Margwa. That's a plus.
Exactly. So you get your money's worth out of him. He lasts quite a while, and he can do pretty much like what the Maxis drone used to do, which is like kill zombies. He can revive players. So he's very, very functional and very, very handy.
Yeah, absolutely. I've used him plenty of times in random matches over the years. Not so much in solo. The only time he ever gets any use in solo is if I'm doing like the modded version of Black Ops 3 and doing the Easter egg on solo. He can be really helpful with the flag step, which we'll probably be covering in the next section anyway. But other than that, I don't really use them too much on solo. But on co-op, it can be a real good way of getting your teammates back up and all that. And speaking of which, that's a mechanic we missed with the Beast mode. You can revive down players with Beast mode, whereas you couldn't with Afterlife mode.
Oh, what, other players?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. See,
I guess it makes sense.
That's what happens when like I was a solo player, so I didn't know that one.
Oh, I remember being really impressed. I was like, wait, someone can go down across the map, and I can just fast travel over there as the Beast and get them up. Awesome. Such a good change.
Yeah. This is the era of maps where I have like my one down per map, so like, and I start sucking at zombies. So I usually end up being more down than you. So
I wouldn't say that.
All right, cracking on. We get a new design for the mystery box and the Pack-a-Punch, both in, well, the mystery box certainly is in that kind of Cthulhu style, and the Pack-a-Punch is basically just a hole in the wall with a tentacle that comes out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Pack-a-Punch I'm not as impressed with, but the box design is top-notch. I love the box design in this one.
Good.
And it's so gross as well, with like the eggs on the front of it, with the face hugger looking things moving on the front of it.
Am I right in thinking like when you get a teddy bear, it has like a skull on it or like some sort of skull mask on it? Yeah. So even the teddy bear gets Cthulhuized.
I love the fact as well that the box is filled with like water instead of them coming out of like nothingness like it normally does. The guns actually come out of the surface of the water now, which is a really cool aesthetic. It's honestly so good. This is why I want this art book, because Shadows of Evil alone is enough of a reason to buy the art book.
For real, I mean, like. I don't think it's kind of been stated enough, but like this map takes heavy inspiration from the Sinking City and the Cthulhu mythos. So
yes,
it really kind of. I don't know if you played like of any like the Cthulhu games, but like that kind of damp, dank kind of like feeling in like it's so good.
Yeah, I've heard going a bit off topic here, but I've heard there's a sequel to that coming out soon. Sinking City.
Oh, what, Sinking City? Oh, cool. I've never actually completed the first one, so.
From what little I've seen, it was on Reddit today. I think I saw it. It's more of like a survival horror game, so I might pick it up if it's good. Cool. More like something like Resident Evil 2 or 3, whatever you prefer.
Nice. Okay, coming into our third from last for this bit. We get an excellent fast travel system in this map. We have players can fast travel either using the tram or the portals in the subway. This is how it's meant to be done.
Yes, I love that there's a fast travel way of getting like across the map using the tram if you want to cover the entire map, but if you just want to get to the middle of the map, you can just use the portals. It's so good. I like that you have choices. They took, I would say, lessons from Origins here with the tank, where you had the tank as an option, but you also could use the portals. But I think it's done better here.
For real, like no cooldown with the portals for starters.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think the train's cooldown maybe is a little too long. It's not terrible. It's not like obnoxious or anything. It's just when you've got the last zombie and nothing's happening, and you're like, because you want to get the symbols for a certain Easter egg later on, and you're like, come on, just recharge so I can go back around. It could feel like it takes an eternity. It doesn't really take that long. Like I say, it's only like 2 minutes or something, but it feels like it when you're just walking a zombie around.
Oh yeah, 2 minutes when you're just like lugging stuff around is like an eternity.
Yeah, something that Jason would rather you got used to based on how the rest of the season goes. He loves making you wait, doesn't he?
Yeah. But I think that like the portals particularly are absolutely top notch, and this is kind of like one of those things like I love about maps that have a central hub. Like just in any kind of game where you are able to go into that kind of central area, but from that area you're able to go to any other part of the map. It's such a good quality of life, like a system really, like just being able to conveniently jump from place to place and go where you need to without having to waste time lugging around the map and all of that. I mean, like, we obviously see this later on in other maps like Revelations and what's it called, 9, like that convenience of being able to travel place to place but still have that central hub.
Yeah, I like the idea, like you say, of them kind of being layered on top of or underneath each other, so you can cross through both ways and get different things along the way. You know, I mean, it's much more, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing, I guess, good or friendly on your time to just have you go down or up instead of going all the way around, because going around it takes an eternity.
Exactly. And like, don't get me wrong, I am all for exploring and taking my time to look around the map and enjoy. And just again, this is just in general for a game, like any game. I'm happy to kind of explore and take my time and look in every crevice, find every secret and things like that. But I also absolutely adore systems that value my time. If I want to go from place to place on a dime, that system's available to me, like Elden Ring, for example, or Dark Souls with its like traveling to bonfires or sites of grace, being able to like in this map, obviously, like being able to go to the center point and then go where I need to if I'm doing an Easter egg. I think that's kind of one of the things I struggle with some of the Resident Evil games. I'm looking at 4 quite a lot here, to be honest, is that there is no fast travel system.
Yes, you have to walk all the way back through the entire map if you want to go back and do something.
Exactly. So like where I'm like forced, especially, and it gets worse the more familiar with the game I am and the more kind of I replay it, like when I'm forced to basically lug and take my time and just walk to places and like go like backtrack the entire way, it just kills any momentum I have.
Yeah, I'm assuming that primarily stems from, going off topic a bit here I suppose, but like the castle.
Oh, Resident Evil.
Yeah, for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. I know you have. Yeah, I know you have that, but also like that's the only one that you really have. If you want to go to like the ramparts again, you have to. It's a long trek either way.
True. Yeah. I guess its saving grace is that it's a linear thing. So once you've been through there, you never really have to go back once you've beaten that area. So yeah, for real. I mean, I tell you what, like Resident Evil 0 was like one of the worst. Oh god, yeah.
For it.
I would totally agree with you there.
Yeah. All right, let's crack on. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about the fast travel or the? I feel like I kind of dominated that there.
No, it's okay. No, I think I said everything I wanted to say.
All right. So what we kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier here, but we have the shield is quicker than the eye. Makes its return, and it's better than ever as it takes the form of the rocket shield.
Yeah, a feature that sounds cool on paper, but then I forget it even has it, and I never use it, and I just use it as a regular shield.
Yeah,
but it's cool. I like the concept. And Nero likes it. Jeff Goldblum likes it, so we all have to like it.
Absolutely. It's I like that kind of going forward from this map. Every map apart from the giant, isn't it, has a shield, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I like that, apart from obviously the giant, like every map from this point, the shield has a secondary function, basically.
Oh yeah, having more utility is always a good thing.
Exactly.
One little
like
thing.
In this case,
you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like in this case, like the rocket shield, or like in Ancient Evil, where you can like throw the spear. Like it has an offensive capability as well as defensive.
True. Yeah. One feature that I do think is really cool about the rocket shield is that once you've used a rocket blast, it's a consumable item, but you can find like other tanks in certain areas around the map to replenish the charge if you want to use that. So for people who like to use it, you're given all the free reign to, which I think is always a good choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beyond that, though, unless you have anything you want to add.
Nothing else to add there. I mean, we get better shields later on, looking at you, GK.
Yes.
So we'll cover them in due course. But in the meantime, the only the last thing I have for features is this was kind of post Shadows of Evil, and with the release of Drak, the Death Machine would be retroactively added to this map, which is a very welcome feature.
Yes, absolutely. Was this? Well, I'm assuming this came with Drak, did it? So it probably was the original version of the Death Machine with the fact that you couldn't unequip it, and it had the incredibly slow loading time.
Oh
so
shit!
You'd
Yeah,
always
probably.
get like killed every time you'd try to equip the damn thing.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's post patch of that now, so it's it's the proper Death Machine. But yeah,
I don't know why they didn't think of that, because Black Ops 1 was like that, where the equip animation was a lot quicker. So clearly they must have realised that problem before when they first introduced the Death Machine and fixed it.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't catch it this time.
Just kind of speaking of this, I don't think I've mentioned it anywhere else, but obviously, I think it was with Drak where they got rid of the Apothicon version of the like when you got a power up, and
oh yes, that's got a funny story actually. I believe it's plagiarized. That's why it doesn't appear anymore. I saw a tweet.
Okay.
I think it was from someone. I'm sure it's somebody who Rizzo speaks to. And it was like off the cover of a book, but the match is uncanny. Let's say that it definitely looks as if they've just ripped it straight from a book cover, about like a Cthulhu themed book cover.
Naughty Treyarch.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. My headcanon is it was going to be replaced, but they just thought, oh well, we're getting so close to launch now anyway. Fuck it. Hopefully no one will notice.
Yeah, and then they just couldn't be bothered to make a new asset.
Yeah. Funny enough, I've checked the game files for it. It's been nuked. They've wiped it.
Oh, it's completely gone.
Yeah, they've totally wiped it. So they must have been seriously concerned about, well, at least from what I could find anyway. But all the other ones were there, like the giant one and all that. But that one was just completely absent. So I'm assuming they've just totally nuked it, probably for legal reasons. If that's the case.
Well, that's right. That's a real shame, but yeah, naughty Treyarch, naughty.
Well, good news.
Treyarch.
One of the mods that I've got for Black Ops 3 when we try it brings it back. So.
Yay!
Take that, Treyarch.
Okay.
Or take that, legal system is probably a better way of putting it.
Right. Any other features you want to cover that I've forgotten about?
I don't think so. The only ones that I could think of that weren't there, we've already addressed. So I think we're good to move on.
All right, let's dive into our next subject, which is Easter eggs. So, starting with the main Easter eggs, Apocalypse Averted. I'll speed through this and then we'll kind of discuss it in general. First things first, is typical with Treyarch maps. You got to unlock Pack-a-Punch first. This time, as we've mentioned before, we got to complete 4 rituals, which you heard about in the timeline excerpt. And unlock Pack. This is basically the kind of kicking the Easter egg off, basically, where the Shadow Man betrays everyone and turns everything into hell, basically. And after doing various steps, which we'll get into in a second, we end up with our first Treyarch boss fight. So this wouldn't be the first map to have a zombies boss fight. That would be Descent in Exo Zombies, unfortunately.
Oh god.
This would be Treyarch's. This would be Treyarch's first boss fight. I'm using air quotes here because I personally do not qualify this as a boss fight. I'll go into my pie criteria in a second. And after completing the Easter egg and defeating the Shadow Man and Richtofen stealing the summoning key, our reward is that players will get all the perks in the map with perkaholic basically, as well as an upgraded silver protector who wields a golden KN.
And I believe he's also gold himself, isn't he?
Yes, right you are.
So that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
It's not the best reward, the golden protector anyway. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it does give you a perkaholic. I feel like it's just the gold silver protector. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I remember being pretty disappointed with it when we did it the first time.
Fair enough.
I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. Feel free to comment down below if I've got that wrong. But yeah, like
Fair
just
enough.
speaking in broad strokes, I don't think the Easter egg is the best we've ever had, but it's solid. It's like doable. I certainly think it's better than the initial transit maps on Black Ops 2. It's way better than those. It's just a bit short and a bit repetitive. It's basically a lot of do this 4 times, do that 4 times, do that 4 times. That's basically it for like 3 steps and you're done. But I will say, go on.
I was just going to say, like, I think the kind of completing the rituals to unlock Pack-a-Punch obviously is like, this is a formula that Treyarch uses quite a lot as well, like making unlocking Pack-a-Punch is part of the Easter egg now. Like, I think that kind of does a lot of the first third of the Easter egg, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and it's really egregious here because, like I say, you do that 4 times, then you get the sword, and you have to do the egg 4 times. Then you have to charge the egg, so you have to do the circles 4 times. So it's a bit repetitive, the first half of it. I don't hate it. It's not bad. There's a flag in 4 different areas, so there's another 4 for you.
But I think I'll let you finish. Sorry.
You sure? Okay. But I will say the last step absolutely slaps. I love the final step of Shadows of Evil, and the music, and this one I'll cover later because it's a bit nostalgic for me. This one, so I'll cover it a bit later. Yeah.
Just reminding, is that the step where we have to be?
Yes, you have to charge the rails. Yeah, such a good step, and it fits with the music that's playing so well.
Yeah,
it's honestly top notch. Way better use of that music than the campaign.
Oh, for real, it makes it feel like a final step.
It really does. But yeah, what would you say about the general steps? At least I'll get to the boss fight once we finish talking.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you kind of said most of it there. Like, I get what you mean about it kind of being repetitive and things like that. And obviously, like I said, the rituals to unlock PAP is like the first third of the egg, basically.
Yeah, the origins problem.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'm thinking like, I want to pick out the egg step here, like where you're upgrading your swords. If you're playing like with a full lobby, there's so much kind of like micromanaging here that you have to do to make sure that you're not kind of like if you're to make sure you're optimizing the kill zones as much as you can, because you don't want to go to the same place that someone else is at.
That, and you've never lived if you're not in like lowbrow like competition, mashing X as quickly as you can above the circle, trying to get it before anyone else in the game presses theirs, being desperate to get yours first because you have to wait till everyone else has finished charging theirs. So you're mashing it like, come on, let me get it first.
Exactly. And like, there's been times where like we've done the egg and like done this like part of the Easter egg, and like someone's like the way the rotation of like who is where when they're like upgrading their little eggs.
Oh yeah.
Someone like there's overlap and someone has to like sit out and wait their turn and then
or you can play it like a rambunctious little thief and turn around and say when somebody goes down you can steal their go. So there's another tip for you. You can. You can activate yours twice if somebody else loses their turn.
That's hilarious. And then the only other step, which is my personal favourite, is the flag step.
Oh, yeah.
I love the kind of the action of that step, really. Like, there's never a dull moment. You're always on your feet. You're kind of watching out for the Shadow Man.
Yes.
It's just chaos, and like you're bringing in the Civil Protector, you're firing off Apothicon servants and chucking little Arnies. It is just pure carnage, and it's so fun.
It really is, yeah. I think the reason I didn't bring that as my personal favourite was because, like I say, my experience of it recently has mostly been through solo, apart from when we did it with Trico and Oscar. So that step on solo is miserable. But obviously it's not designed to be played that way, so I won't hold it against them. But
I mean, we haven't mentioned that, but that's obviously a huge black mark on this Easter egg as a whole. It's like that it is a 4-player only Easter egg. And I forgot to say this at the top. Huge thanks to Trico and Oscar for helping us with the footage for this Easter egg.
Yes, of course, yeah. As usual, coming in clutch.
Yeah. We'll be hearing from them towards this season's end when we rank our maps again. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the boss fight real quick?
Yeah, so like you said, it's not much of a boss fight really. Like based on, like you say, your pie chart, he's certainly not present. He doesn't do anything. It's more just other things running around chasing you while you do things around him until you can actually interact with him. It's okay. I think for a first boss fight for Treyarch, in quotes, it's serviceable. I do like the mechanic of having to shoot him enough times to teleport him around to get him above the table. I think that's a pretty cool idea, but I wouldn't say it's the most satisfying conclusion to his arc. I wish they'd done a bit more with him. Like I say, it's twofold, because I'm like, I don't care too much for the fight, and I'm also kind of don't like that that's how they send him off. I thought it was a bit disappointing, but it is what it is, I suppose. What about you?
I mean, like, as I said, I don't really consider this a boss fight. This is just another step, really, for me. I'm pretty sure we've had steps that are similar to this in the past. And so, like, I consider the Keeper fight in Derived Drag to be the Treyarch's first true boss fight, but kind of like you've already mentioned, like, he's not really present. Like, he is there, but he's so kind of, when everything else is coming at you, he's not that kind of like priority to look at, really, other than the fact that he's there.
Yeah. He arguably functions more as a boss on the flag step than he does
exactly. He's not interactive at all. Yeah. Let's be real here. Other than to be shot at when his bubble's down, but he doesn't do anything in the fight. Like, he lets his the zombies do all the work for him. But he doesn't attack you, does he?
No, it's like, why let them do it? They've been doing it all night, and it hasn't worked.
Exactly.
Why would it start now? It's like, but he summons a Margwain, so I guess fair's fair.
And then he's not really engaging. Like, you kind of spend most of the fight running around the arena waiting for his shield to drop.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he basically fails in all 3 of my criteria there, my pie criteria.
Yeah. We'll call this one a bit of a wash.
Yeah. The only thing I will give the fight props in is that the quote when you do eventually get him into the key, that he does, like, Robert Picardo had bills to pay when he when he was like delivering that line.
He's like, "You are but mortals."
Yeah, exactly. It's so good. Very, very well done.
Yeah, it's up to
yeah, and we've already spoken about the outro cutscene, so unless you had anything else you wanted to cover around the main Easter egg?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, let's...
Functionally, I don't know if the boss fight, like the final step, is worth really going into more depth on. It's basically
pretty much covered
a few things, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you run around in beast mode, zap the trams, and there you go.
Kill the gate worm that's floating right in the junction area.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm vastly over kind of simplifying it, and I know that this is your favorite step, so I don't want to kind of sound like I'm really downplaying it, but it's a great step.
I'll get more into it when we get the music, because that's what really sells it. If this step didn't have the music, it wouldn't be anywhere near as iconic.
Yeah, for real. Alright, let's quickly fire through some of the side Easter eggs. So, we got another jump scare. This time the Richthofen zombie jump scare on the docks.
Oh god, I hate this one.
Yeah.
Not in this map. It's because they reuse it in tag. And it looks terrible. It looks every bit terrible. Don't they? Yeah, it looks really bad in tag. Oh god.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously this is the first instance of true zombie Richthofen, not just the buried one, but like true zombie Richthofen. We get the players can upgrade the rocket shield by rocketing into 10 zombies 12 times.
Oh yeah,
which I don't know anyone who actually goes out of their way to do this.
I mean, it's probably worth it if it upgrades the durability, but I don't know if it actually does.
Except when it breaks, you have to do it all over again.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Throw it in the bin.
Exactly.
Yeah, we already touched on
we've already mentioned. Every player can get a free gobble gum. Basically, use widow wine in the lion statues in the canal district.
I do that every game. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's a free mega, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. And it's absolute crime that they don't have a free gobble gum Easter egg in every map. I
know, especially in xDTAxEscobar. Why is there not anywhere but here one?
Exactly. Trip mines can be upgraded when they explode to spread either donuts or cakes. I don't remember how this one works or how to do this one. I think
it's the different cards. It's either the one with the demon head on it or the is it Holly's cream cakes or something.
Yeah.
But it just makes me laugh, this one, because now you can finally showcase your brand loyalty in zombies. So whichever one you prefer, there you go.
We have the first time, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, the only time that we can change the filter on the map.
With
so. Noir mode. Basically, do you have to shoot down a portrait or something?
Yeah, you shoot one of them down and hold X on it, I think, or it's hold X on the place it used to occupy. I can't remember.
Yeah, and it makes the rest of the game into noir mode, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've really done it more than once myself.
It's cool, but there's no way to switch it off, and it takes away any agency you had of where your perk locations are, because now you can't see the bottles anymore. So
yeah,
it's all just a guessing game. You basically just gimp yourself with it, which kind of sucks.
Yeah,
there is,
and I am. Oh, carry on.
I was just going to say there is theories that it was going to lead somewhere at one point, but it was coded to do more, but again, more cut content. Maybe we'll see in the art book or something.
Maybe. And I am tripping over myself again here, because obviously Ascension has its black and white filter, doesn't it?
Shit, yeah. But at least that's not manual, I suppose.
Yeah, true.
You have no control over that.
Yeah, that's fair. Next up we have Icarus, that can the plane that can be seen flying overhead after unlocking Pack-a-Punch, and you can hear the mobsters screaming on it. This will be a reoccurring thing of seeing Icarus in various maps. I
wonder what they meant with all that, because it never went anywhere.
Yeah, who knows. Speaking of mobsters, players can get a free 500 points by collecting the laundry ticket for Sauda Luca by chucking a grenade in the laundrette just outside of spawn. I can never do this first try.
No, you have to hold it till the very last feasible second to get it. It's such a pain. Widow's Wine gets it, I think, though.
Okay, good to know. And for the first time in the mode, players can skip rounds, going up 5, 10, and 15, and gaining points for each skip by shooting the Shadow Man at the beginning of the game.
That one's
So,
really cool. A rampage inducer before Black Ops 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Cold War, rather.
I don't think the points are worth the rounds that are skipped, but hey ho.
No.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, speaking of the Shadow Man, once he disappears at the beginning, he will appear like at various points around the map, and you can either shoot him or to scare him off, or
right. So
like,
the other one's still.
That's the.
Raise the rounds. It's just the first one.
No, it's just the first one. I mean, like, this is the only way that he's actually present in the map, is that he appears like just lurking.
It's just funny to think of them all like spawning in, and they've all just met each other, and then they all just turn around and unload a fucking mag onto him at the top of the balcony. That is just the funniest part.
Okay, any other side Easter eggs that I'm probably missing out on a few, but any ones that matter right now?
There's one I can think of, the Magua mask.
Right,
but I don't know how you get this. I can't remember it. I never done it
all
myself.
It does is... Yeah, I don't remember, and I've not done it myself either, but am I right in thinking that it just increases the damage against Margwas?
I think so, yeah. I know Trico did it last time we played, but I can't remember how he did it. It's one I've known about but never done.
I mean, naturally speaking, here is like the maps are getting so big that we're gonna miss out on some Easter eggs.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in Black Ops 4, I don't know half the side Easter eggs in Black Ops 4.
Yeah, exactly. All right, do you want to move on to music?
Yeah, my phone's just lagging, and I keep typing on the document. Give me a minute.
No worries. I'll get us while you're getting yourself sorted. I'll kick us off with music, our favourite subject. So we have the main Easter egg song, "Snakeskin Boots," composed by Jack Wall, lyrics written by Cindy Shapiro, and vocals by Rick Riso.
What a cool name that is!
I know,
Rick
right?
Riso. Jesus.
Yeah, who apparently is a very famous singer of this style of music.
Oh, right. Honestly, he's really good at it. He, like you say, he sells the theme of Snakeskin Boots so well. It's so good. It's almost a criminal that there's an instrumental version in game.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, like his voice is like butter when it comes to singing this.
It really is, like you say. Like I could totally understand why after hearing the Shirley, but like I need to find that. It's so good.
It's one of those songs that you don't think would fit inside Zombies, but it fits the map so well.
Yeah.
And, like you just catch yourself kind of bobbing along and like singing along to it. It's really, really cool.
I think like as well because it's a bit obviously it's not a Kevin Sherwood song, so it's got a bit of a different like lyrical vibe to it. But I really like the way it's like, plays off the story lyrically. It fits the map, like you say, super well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's really good. Honestly, I would say it's one of the best like hidden songs we've had. It really is. It's extremely good.
And as you mentioned, and I think this is the only up until Cold War, I think this is the only instrumental version of a Easter egg song that we'll get in game.
Yeah. At least until, arguably, if you want to call Slayer List into question on Black Ops 7. But that's a gobblegum, so...
Yeah.
If you want to count that.
Well, I think Cold War, because in... can't you get, like, the instrumental versions of songs in Outbreak?
Yes, you're right, you are, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. But again, like, the instrumental's not bad, but the vocals from Rick Russo definitely make Snakeskin Boots so much better.
I know, it's just so catchy. It's one of those you'll be hearing for years after you've played it.
Absolutely. We also have a second Easter egg song, Cold Hard Cash, composed and lyrics written by Jack Wall and Cindy Shapiro, respectively, again. And this time it's sung by Antonia Bennett. I don't really know what else she's done or much about her. I'm not so much a fan of this one, though.
I don't dislike it. I think it's a good song. I think, like, for the most part, my biggest issue with it is, as you said in the roundup for Black Ops 2, there's a certain note at the end where it maybe goes slightly out of key and it really kills that last bit and makes it a bit hard on the ears. But other than that, I think the rest of the song is fine. I don't like it as much as Snakeskin Boots, but that's a personal taste thing. I don't think it's because it's any worse. It's just not really my thing as much. I prefer the other one that's a bit more upbeat, but as a song that's, written for Jessica, I guess, it fits really well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I prefer the instrumentals of this. I don't know if there's an actual instrumental version of this song, but I prefer the music to it rather than the sung lyrics.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And I like that they incorporate the music into the intro the intro for the max ammo rounds. Is it?
Yes, I think they do. Yeah,
it's part of some of the max around the max ammo rounds. I can't quite remember.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure myself, honestly. I just know it's part of one of them.
Yeah. It's not a terrible song. It's just that last, as you said, that last note at the end is very hard on the ears.
Yeah, it can be. But like I say, I don't want to cut it short. I think you did a fantastic performance on the rest of the songs. No complaints.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, go ahead. Glaze your favourite pieces from the original soundtrack. Go.
Well, before we start on that, I do want to give Shadows of Evil its due here and praise the music that's actually from Shadows of Evil and not ripped from elsewhere. So, all of it, really. Honestly, the soundscape across the board for this is fantastic. I love the round change, the sort of like jazzy, upbeat music that we get there. You wouldn't think, again, it's one that you'd think would sound a bit silly in zombies, but one thing that I really liked about the round change is the creepy, like, wailing and voices that come out at the end of the round change. I have no idea why they included that, but I love it. It's so good. And it really makes it feel like the place is empty, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's got a really creepy feel to it.
It really, solidifies that kind of feeling of how the music sells the atmosphere, like how Origins, Mob, and Buried were kind of starting that.
Yeah.
This map really is the epitome of the music is part of the atmosphere.
Yes, 100%. I think the only other part of round change that's done something like this is kind of like Alpha Omega, maybe, where it's really upbeat, but there's also an eerie undertone to it, so you can tell that it still fits in with zombies. It's so well done, honestly. The sound team for Treyarch are honestly astounding. I don't know how they do it.
For real. Totally agree with you that.
Yeah, they haven't let us down yet, apart from that boss music on Paradox Junction. Not the boss itself, but the dog round music.
The dog round.
Oh god.
Meow.
It's I know it's supposed to sound like bad on outtune on purpose, but I can't help but dislike it all the same. Yeah, I love the ambient music behind all the areas. I think my favourite is probably the Footlight District. That one's really ominous. That one's really good. Whenever I think of that song, I always think of the first time I played it, where you pan up into the sky after opening Pack-a-Punch and you see the Apothecon thing in the sky, flying over the map.
Yeah.
And it's, oh my god, it's so good. It really is. Like I say, all the rest of them are also really good. They all sell their areas perfectly. And then, of course, the final step. There's the boss fight music, which is okay. I'm not crazy about it, but it's okay. I'm sure we said in our boss fight video, I don't think it suits the boss terribly well. But it's a nice piece of music on its own.
No, it definitely suits it more in where it's from in campaign, like Ego Vigo, I think it's called, and it's not, it's on its own, it's a really nice piece of music, really haunting as well. But again, I think I'm agreeing with you, like it doesn't quite fit what the Shadowman boss fight is about.
Yeah, absolutely. Conversely, though, the next track, the I Live Orchestral, fits this mode far better than it ever fit that cutscene in campaign. Good lord.
Yeah.
I can still see it now, and it makes my skin crawl with him saying, was it, I'm Taylor or something? And then the music kicks in, and you're like, oh my god, no. It was so bad, and then the music kicks in like it's some epic revelation, but it's like, oh god, no. No, please. You can't do this to me. Here. But in the context of this map, it's set during the final act, I guess, of a revenge story, if you want to put it like that. So it suits so well as you try and power up like the trams and that to get your revenge, I guess, on the Shadowman for duping you earlier, which is hilarious that he gets his ass kicked by a fucking washed up magician, a bad cop, a lady of the night, we'll say, and a boxer. He just gets fucking washed, like, honest to God.
Yeah.
But who cares? Who cares? The moment is cool. And like I said, the music playing when you're trying to get everyone lined up and time everything perfectly is so good. You've got the pressure of the wisp thing coming up that you need to cure yourself with every couple seconds. It's honestly top-notch. One of my favourite steps in the series, no doubt.
Absolutely.
And like I said, most of it is because of the music.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. Like, it's such an epic piece of music, and like, it's criminal where it's originally from, but utilized so fucking well here. And as you said earlier, it's got a bit of a sentimental, has a bit of sentimentality for you as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so for anyone who's been around for a while, I don't know if it's my first upload on here, but
just having a look.
It was
all the way down.
I was gonna say, probably have to be going for a while. You're probably better off just jumping into Shadows of Evil and seeing which one you see.
I'm at 10 years ago already, and I'm seeing all your kind of Dig Spot Challenge origins.
Hey! Vintage content.
Here we go. So your first one, it wasn't your first one.
It might have been Horizon Drac, actually.
Yeah, your first one was you got 100 Liquid Divinium episode 1. And then your first soundtrack was
I didn't pay for those, by the way. My conscience is clean.
You keep telling yourself that. Your first track was My Brother's Keeper from Horizon Drac. Then it was Moon Destruction. Then it was the Game Over from Horizon Drac, and then it was Apocalypse Averted. But
fourth track.
I think that was Apocalypse Averted. Am I right in saying that that's the one that kind of made your channel explode?
Yeah, I think so. It's from what I remember, it's the one that has the most views on it. Yeah, which is crazy to think about.
600k views on it.
That just feels crazy nowadays. It really does. So yeah, it's just, like I say, very nostalgic going back over this particular map and thinking back to doing the soundtrack content for the first time, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'll just use this moment, I guess, to say thanks again for all the support over the years. We certainly wouldn't have had this podcast by now if it wasn't for this channel. So again, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
It really means a lot. Getting a bit sentimental here.
I think I speak for everyone who's watched any one of your videos, and just like we appreciate it and like keep up the good work.
Somewhat good work nowadays.
Yeah, no,
half there.
Good work. You're still like. I think one of the best comments I ever heard was how that you're very comprehensive, and unlike a lot of other people who upload soundtracks, which I think is very much credit to your thoroughness.
Well, thanks for that. That means a lot. Anyway, I won't hog this section anymore. Is there anything you wanted to add?
No, it's cool. That was something I was gonna say. Oh, that was it. I was gonna ask. So, like, do you think, like, I mean, obviously you uploaded like 3 videos before Apocalypse Subverted, but like, how much? It's kind of like kind of going into interviewing you a little bit here, but like, was Black Ops 3 where you kind of really fell in love with the soundtrack for zombies, and like, were you always like, have you always been musically inclined, or was it really from like this map and Black Ops 3's music?
I did enjoy it in Black Ops 2 when we got it, but it wasn't quite to the degree of where I was like, oh, people want to listen to this, because it was still relatively new at the time. If I'd known it'd become the standard, I might have done it then, but it was ironically I Live actually that kicked that off. That was the one that made me think this was actually really good, and I feel like there's people who will want to listen to this. And like I say, I'd seen people like Rizzo in the past had uploaded parts of the soundtrack, but never all of it. So I was like, why don't... There's a niche. Why not just do that?
Yeah. Nice. And...
Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, and like, have you always been like musically inclined before this, or was that kind of like stemmed from this, really?
Yeah, to a degree. Like, I don't know if I've ever said it on the podcast here, but I do play guitar, so I've always liked music to a degree, but I'd never thought about actually, like I say, uploading the soundtrack stuff from these games until Shadows of Evil. Like I said, I think it was definitely I Live that started it, but I do think it was the Horizon track that pushed the idea into something,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, because I was like, that music's actually really good. I think it might have actually been the Moon one, actually, where I was like, yeah, that's it. Straw that broke the camel's back, but like I say, I Live was definitely the one that started it. Or put the seeds for it. Maybe a better way of putting it.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I think we should do like a little, like, a small kind of little video maybe with me just kind of interviewing you about the channel and and music and things like that, and maybe like one that doesn't like get lost in 3 hours of podcast.
Oh god. It'd be a challenge for us, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, do you have anything else you want to kind of go over with music?
I wouldn't dare. I feel like I've already hogged up too much time on it already.
Yeah.
So it's all yours.
To be honest, I don't really have much else to say. Like Apocalypse Averted is the standout piece on this one. I do want to kind of like give a little like nod to that bit of Samantha's lullaby that plays.
Yes.
During the outro cutscene, which is nice little nod, but honestly, like the whole soundtrack is absolutely outstanding. As I said, like even the boss fight music, even though it doesn't fit for the boss fight, it's still a really nice piece of music. And I know it's from Campaign, but it's still nice.
I was gonna say, so does I Live, and it's still awesome. So who cares? I think they were fine doing it this early in Zombies, but I think if when they did it in Cold War, it just came off as a bit tacky. When a lot of the boss fights in that were, because they didn't just do it for one map, they did it for all of them, and it was like, well, almost all of them. First 2, anyway.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mention it here because I will forget about it and then remember like at Gorogrove or something. But obviously with Black Ops 3, we got a brand new version of Damned.
Yes, of course.
This one's Damned 3. Funny enough that. Yeah. I love Damned 3. This is probably my favourite version of Damned.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about Damned 3, I'll be honest. I think my favourite version is 8. I still love Damned 8.
8 is very, very strong. It's definitely up there for me, but I love the haunting vocals in Damned 3.
Yeah, I totally see why. I think the reason that I don't bring it to mind as much is because I don't have it enabled on the music player at the minute. It's more the other Easter egg songs, so I haven't heard it properly in a while. I'd have to listen to it again. But I know it's the one with Maluka's vocals.
Yeah, and it's one of those kind of like, I mean, she's outstanding in it, and it's one of those like ones that when I hear it it comes around on my when I'm listening on my MP3 player and it comes up and it's just like it takes me back to when I was like a teenager and just sitting like post zombies, like sitting in the menus and like either chatting with a friend or like scrolling on my phone or whatever, and just hearing that music in the background, it's honestly just kind of takes me back.
yeah, I get that. Like I say, it really is a good iteration of Damned. It was definitely a massive improvement over Damned, whatever it is.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yep.
I still can't get my head around the fact that that's the one that they remade for Black Ops 7. I'm getting ahead of myself now. Black Ops 7.
Wait. I suppose it's because it's a sequel to Black Ops 2, so that's kind of why they wanted to do it. But we'll cover Black Ops 7 at some point in the future.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I mean, it's gonna go without saying, like, this is the game where the music really comes into its prime, and Josh and I are gonna absolutely glaze the shit out of Treyarch's sound team all throughout this series.
I was gonna say, to be honest, as far as the sound team goes, I don't really, until maybe Cold War, where we might get a brief stop, but until like that, I don't think it's going to stop, to be honest. Nearly everything from here on out is fantastic.
It's honestly, it's hilarious because I don't know how to play any instrument. I'm not musically leaning at all. Like, I like a little like sing along sometimes, but like I don't know how to read music. I don't know what, like, you're talking to me about chords and bars and things like that. It's all Dutch to me. And I wish I kind of knew more so that I could kind of speak a bit more technical, but like, I love music. I love listening to music, and like hearing like the zombie soundtrack. I love your channel because like it's so thorough with the music nobody else uploads all of it, so, and it's the only place I can actually hear like such excellent music from.
I think that's what makes music so great, to be honest, is, you know, it's universal. You don't need to be qualified in it to enjoy it. It's anyone can listen to it, and I think that's what makes it as good as it is.
Exactly, yeah. Like there's so many songs I have on my MP3 player that, like, because I'm still that old school that I still have an MP3 player, but like I listen to it on full blast and I just watch the goosebumps appear on my arms.
Oh yeah, I still like the zombies music in general is just so timeless. Like, I don't think I've ever listened to music quite like it. Like, even 115, I still get like goosebumps when I'm playing it with the music in the background. It's just so good. I don't know if it's a nostalgia bias or what, but I don't know. All of it just works.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm gonna put a pin in this because it's gonna end up like a 5-hour conversation, I think. But let's make this a.
Hey, come on, let's go for the new record.
Let's make this a video or a podcast episode on its own where we talk about music. In the meantime, let's come into land and talk about our final topic here, which is other. And I don't think we need to cover the trailer. We've spoken about that quite a bit now already. Let's talk about the poster for the map. If you can remember what that looks like.
I can remember the loading screen one, but I can't remember the full version. I'll have a quick Google if you want to make
it's pretty much the loading screen one. I mean, to be fair, there are two posters. There's the one where the zombies,
but Shadows
like the
of the
promo
Evil.
What?
Sorry, go on.
technically there are two posters. There's the one that was used for the initial teaser and promo of the map with the zombie holding the card.
Yes, I just saw that one,
Which
actually.
Fantastic. The artwork on that is beautiful. Just simple, like, red, white, and black.
Yeah.
Is absolutely outstanding. And I wish I knew who designed these posters, but like, yeah, that I prefer that poster, to be honest, to the actual one that we ended up with for the loading screen. But I still like it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it is really solid. I think I prefer the full version over the micro version we get in the loading screen.
Yeah,
the full one looks a lot nicer.
I mean, it really sells the kind of Cthulhu vibe that the map is going for.
Does.
Like,
I love the transparent tendrils in the back. I also love how Nero's like technically bald here because of the ways, like his hair should be coming out the side of where the Shadow Man's face is, but there's nothing, so I'm left to assume he's like half of his hair's fallen out. But putting that to one side. No, it really is a great poster.
Yeah, and I actually really like that they got Jessica like front and center because she's the only one with outstanding colors there. Like,
yes,
you got your teals and your blacks and that, but like she's like got the only one in scarlet.
Yeah, true. One thing that I do find interesting about the poster is the color palette overall is very different to the actual map. I would have expected it to be a lot more orange from red, like the actual map is, but they've gone for a lot more blue in this one, or teal, as you say. I mean, it looks nice. I just think I'm just wondering why they made that decision instead of the orange that the map normally follows.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica's got no chill with that tentacle wrapping around her arm. Good grief.
Nope. Could make a Japanese adult video joke there, but I'm going to leave that there for now.
I was going to say, I just noticed the one that's coming up behind. It doesn't look too good. Anyway, let's drop that before that gets out of hand.
Yes.
Like you say, I'm convinced someone on Treyarch, like at Treyarch, is doing these on purpose. They've got to be right. Alright, so what else was there outside of the poster? I've just been daft and closed the document. There we go.
The only other thing we got is the Max's radio.
Oh yeah. So that's in the subway, isn't it?
It's after you do the let the Shadow Man betray everyone. Is that when it appears?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just basically him monologuing about how he's basically sorry for basically saying, screw you, your universe is gone, bye.
Yeah, basically that. Yep. You pretty much hit the nail on the head there. There's not... it's not really,
not my problem, bye.
I don't know why I even put this in. There's just not really much else to it.
Yeah, I assume it's just there to be the only link to either.
Yeah, probably.
Possibly.
Probably. Alright then, shall we
right.
go into our closing thoughts?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to lead on this one?
Sure.
Alright. I feel like I always lead and I just ramble on and on and on.
No. You have a format, Josh. That's... I don't mind if you take the lead, but I'll take the lead this time. Gosh, now I've got to think of something. So I think it's honestly just going over the map and talking about everything, and it's not going to be a hard sell for this map to be high on my tier list, my personal tier list. I love this map. I think, as I said in my initial thoughts, this map has aged like a fine wine. The story, the music, the visuals, just the vibe of the map as well. Shadows is excellent in every aspect. excels in, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think, apart from like the odd one or two things, like I'm talking about post-patch, like the odd one or two things, like the music not fitting for the boss fight. Like, I don't have a lot of criticisms for this map, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that.
So yeah,
most of it. Sorry to interject. Most of it just boils down to 4-player Easter egg bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it.
Yeah, and like I'm kind of excited now that like now that I kind of switched over to PC to be able to actually play this map. Without relying on 4-player. By the way, this is not me. If you guys are still listening at this point, this is not me shitting all over you and Oscar Trico. So
no,
yeah, I'm not shitting over Oscar and Trico because it's been a blast to play this with them. But like, you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, the freedom to be able to play with friends or on your own is always preferred over being strictly tied to 4 players.
Yeah, I think it's especially egregious here because it's the only map on Black Ops 3 that you can't do alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Which really sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be fun to play like the modded version that doesn't require 4 players necessarily.
Yeah, I will warn you though, there is one caveat to that.
Mm-hmm.
When you have mods active in Black Ops 3, it doesn't count as the main game. They count it as different sessions entirely, so you won't be able to get the Gateworm for the main game by doing it that way.
Oh.
But if you play the mod, you'll always have the RK5 anyway, so...
No, there you go then.
Shouldn't make a difference.
No love lost. So, yeah, all in all, Shadows is an absolutely fantastic map, especially now that they kind of patched it and kind of refined it. I think it sets the bar for what should follow for the rest of the season, and naturally, as we look back in hindsight, Black Ops 3 does not disappoint on that bar, and it just keeps raising it, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Is there anything else you wanted to add there? Or
no, you can take it away with your final thoughts, my friend.
Alright, so again, I feel like coming out from the start, I've closed this map quite a lot, and I'm probably going to continue doing the same here, because honestly, I can't... There are, in the future, maybe technically better maps, or maps with cooler features and cooler ideas, but none of them really come close to the like atmosphere and vibe that this one set up. Like, surely... Sure, that's, all subjective, and, everyone's going to like different things, and some people don't like, they say, like, the Cthulhu stuff being in there, some people do, so it's all going to be really subjective, but for me, it's those things that make the map what it is, and I wouldn't change any of them, honestly. Whether you want to play it as, like, a standalone experience, or it's being connected to the wider story, it's totally up to you. I know it does have far-reaching implications in the main story, but... For the most part, it doesn't play too much of a role later on, other than the summoning key, so you can play it, like I say, mostly isolated. But yeah, I think it's an absolute blast. It's got some great characters, fantastic music. Like I say, the atmosphere, the Cthulhu stuff's all top-notch, honestly. I don't think there's much I can say that I haven't said already. And I don't want to just end up repeating myself for the next 20 minutes, so I think I'll probably wrap it up there. But honestly, I couldn't recommend it enough. If you haven't played it, you need to. Just don't play the last gen version.
No, you should only play the last gen version. That's the definitive version to play.
It's funny because we're always talking about Shadows of Evil, but the scene that comes to mind in my head every time we talk about last gen Black Ops 3 is them walking in Der Eisendrache with them rocking back and forth like they're possessed. I'm trying to be holding back on talking about the last gen Der Eisendrache, and I will repeat it because I'll forget about it. But like, it's the summoning key that's just jittering in Richtofen's hand and like clipping through his like
fingers.
Black eyes.
Yeah. one of these
God.
days we'll have to play the last gen version just to like.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, we're not like true zombies fans.
Well, we're all covered now because if you remember, Xbox are working on an Xbox 360 emulator for PC. So
fuck yes.
if you can find a copy of the last gen version of Black Ops 3, you're sorted.
Sold. Excellent. All right. Well, with that, did you have anything else to close on?
No, I think that's about it.
Fantastic. Well, 3 hours and 22 minutes in. To be honest, that's not too bad. The next episode of Undead Ramblings, we are treading on familiar ground in our next step to make a better tomorrow as we reunite with Primus in The Giant. And then the episode after that, we're going someplace cold, real cold, as we'll cover our thoughts on the favourite map, Horizon Track.
I just thought of it's too cold for flies.
Oh my god, no.
God.
That should just be the opening skit for Horizon Track. It's just like Dempsey saying it's cold, real cold, and then Jefferson, it's too cold for flies. That would be
done.
Perfect.
That is it. Done.
Well, as always, you can like, share, and subscribe and ring the bell, as it's always appreciated. And just kind of echoing what Josh said earlier, we always appreciate the support on the channel. I speak like the channel's mine as well. It's not my channel, it's Josh's channel, but I appreciate it as well. And you can catch me at Mr. Hughes95 on Instagram, and hopefully soon on Twitch again, because the idea is that I'm going to start, as I rebuild my game library on PC, I'm going to be streaming, live streaming my games as I replay them and get my achievements and all of that back.
Reclaiming lost glory.
Exactly.
Going back in.
So, starting gaming from scratch, basically.
The good thing is, though, at least with PC, because it's so universal, you'd never really have to switch again.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
see PCs going anywhere, so you're probably safe.
So, yeah, exactly. So, it's going to be a good time. Well, that's enough for me. I'll leave Josh for the closing comments and to sign off.
Alright, so as usual, let us know what you thought of the video in the comments and all that sort of thing. Again, I still don't honestly know what's going on with the description at the minute. I didn't put the details into the last one, so I haven't tried to see whether it'll work or not. So I'll probably give it a shot with this one and we'll see how that goes. Mm-hmm. But until then, the Twitter and Blue Sky links are in the About section, and you can also find the Discord there if you want to join that. But that's really about it. Unless you've got anything else you want to add?
Oh, nope.
Alright, well, we'll see you in the next one then. See ya!